हेलो हेलो। हाउ आर यू गाइस डूइंग? क्या चल रहा है? एंड डोंट माइंड माय हेयर, थोड़ा आज बैड हेयर डे है। थोड़े इधर उधर हो चुके हैं बाल, मतलब थोड़े वो ड्राई हो चुके थे, इसलिए दे आर लुकिंग अ बिट रफ। एंड आगे तो भाई जाने दो, गेम ओवर है, आगे स्किल इशू है आगे का। 5 मिनट में स्टार्ट करते गेम। थंडपा आने का वेट कर रहा हूँ। थंडपा आज प्रोबेबली थंडपा और स्वॉट आएंगे, बट आई थिंक थंडपा आज प्रोबेबली लेट आएगा। वेटिंग फॉर बेसिकली पीपल टू अराइव, देखते हैं। और पहले कैसे करेंगे कि पहले एसोटेरिक ऐप जो है वो कंप्लीट करेंगे, एंड उसके बाद ये जो अपना बचा है, मतलब एसोटेरिक ऐप जितना बचा है उतना कंप्लीट करेंगे, एंड प्रोबेबली उसके बाद फिर फोर्टनाइट होगा। तो वैसा करेंगे। और अभी क्रिम्सन के लिए वेट कर रहा हूँ यार। क्रिम्सन जब आएगा तभी वी कैन एंजॉय समथिंग लाइक अ ह्यूज ह्यूज गेम जो आएगा चैनल के लिए। तो क्रिम्सन ही है यार वो गेम जो प्रोबेबली एक अच्छे माइलस्टोन तक लेके जाएगा हमें, एंड प्रोबेबली वी वुड बी एंजॉय एबल टू एंजॉय द गेम ऑल्सो। सो क्रिम्सन है मेरे टारगेट लिस्ट पे कि एक अच्छा उस पर कंटेंट बने चैनल पे। एंड एसोटेरिक ऐप मुझे लग रहा है कि प्रोबेबली एक अच्छा कुछ मिलेगा यार इसको। मुझे लग रहा है कि अगर ये पुल ऑफ कर लेना, ये जो चीज़ें प्रॉमिस कर रहे हैं, जैसे ऑडियो जो है, मतलब वॉइस एक्टर्स जो है, नरेटर्स है, वो अगर प्रॉमिस किए हैं जो डिलीवर कर देना, तो आई थिंक दिस वुड बी वन ऑफ द इंडीज टू लुक आउट फॉर इन द गेम ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड्स फॉर श्योर। मुझे तो लग रहा है। एंड आई थिंक जीत भी सकता है अगर मतलब पॉसिबिलिटी तो है इसकी जीतने की, मुझे लग रहा है। द ऑड्स आर नॉट ज़ीरो। अभी हम डे 2 पे ही है, बट गेम में कितना सारा कंटेंट है फॉर ए इंडी गेम, आई वुड से। अभी अपने कुछ 16-17 घंटे हुए गेम में। अराउंड अबाउट 15 आवर्स का कुछ उसका स्टोरी अगर थोड़ा बहुत रश करके खेले तो 15 आवर्स में ख़त्म होता है, बट वी आर नॉट रशिंग थिंग्स एंड वी आर प्लेइंग एज वी वांट टू, क्योंकि ये गेम मुझे पूरी तरह खेलना है यार। आई मीन आई लव दिस गेम। तो मतलब इट इज़ नॉट अ फन गेम टू वॉच, आई गेट दैट, क्योंकि ना इसमें बहुत सारी वॉइस एक्टिंग है। तो वॉइस एक्टिंग नहीं, इसमें बहुत सारी चैट रीडिंग है, तो मुझे वो चैट पढ़नी पड़ती है पूरी की पूरी। तो आई गेट दैट वाई पीपल फील मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम बोरिंग लगता है थोड़ा बहुत ये गेम। आई गेट दैट, बट क्रिम्सन आ रही है भाई, क्रिम्सन पे मज़ा करेंगे। उस टाइम पे तो गॉड टियर गेमिंग होगी, एंड देयर वुड बी लेस ऑफ अ बैकसीट गेमिंग तभी। मतलब ऐसा ये बैकसीट गेमिंग के लिए भी गेम नहीं है यार, ये गेम है तुम अगर अकेले खेलो ना तो ये गेम इज़ अ बेटर पिक। बट दिस इज़ अ गेम दैट यू शुड प्ले एटलीस्ट वंस, मुझे लगता है। एंड इट इज़ नॉट दैट ऑफ एन एक्सपेंसिव गेम। कुछ 900 का मिल रहा है अभी, जो अर्ली ऑफर्स वगैरह जो चलते हैं उसके इस पे। तो इट इज़ नॉट अ एक्सपेंसिव गेम, इंडी गेम है, तो इंडी गेम वैसे भी ज़्यादा एक्सपेंसिव होते नहीं है। तो maybe you can give it a try. If you like something like Disco Elysium, so you would definitely love Esoteric Ebb. And disappoint तो नहीं करेगा मुझे नहीं लगता। और जैसे ये गेम जा रहा है, स्टोरी जा रही है ना, आई डोंट थिंक कि डिसअपॉइंट करेगा। और बताओ यार क्या चल रहा है तुम लोग का? इस गेम का मतलब साउंड ट्रैक बेस्ट है, आर्ट स्टाइल मुझे अच्छी लगती है, साउंड ट्रैक अच्छा है, एवरीथिंग। मतलब जो मुझे लगता है कि ओ माय क्या म्यूज़िक हिट हुआ है, वाह। मुझे जो एक पसंद आता है गेम्स में वो सब है इसमें, बस probably if they deliver on voice acting and the narrator ना, narrator की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी अगर अच्छी वॉइस एक्टिंग होगी तो। probably if they do डिलीवर विद अ नैरेटर, क्योंकि ये जो गेम्स थे ना डंजियंस और ड्रैगन्स वाले, इसमें नैरेटर्स आर वन ऑफ द क्रूशियल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द गेम. सो they if they add narrators in the game, it would be a fun experience. और तभी ये गेम एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहिए बहुत से लोगों ने. बट मुझे लगता है कि बहुत से लोगों ने अभी भी बाय करना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो लोग जो है ना वो अच्छे सेल्स के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं टू ऐड नैरेटर्स एंड मतलब VAs, वॉइस एक्टर्स एंड नैरेटर्स. तो वी शुड सपोर्ट सम ऑफ दो स्टूडियोज. मतलब एसोटेरिक एब वाला तो बहुत छोटा स्टूडियो. रॉ फ्यूरी तो उसका पब्लिशर है, बट इट इज़ मेड बाय वन ऑफ द स्मॉलेस्ट, क्या बोलते हैं, डेवलपमेंट टीम बहुत छोटी है यार उनकी. तो वी शुड सपोर्ट सम पीपल लाइक देम. तो देखते हैं यार. एंड अभी करते हैं क्या स्टार्ट. आई थिंक स्वॉट वगैरह ज्वाइन हो गए थोड़े बाद में, तो अभी के लिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. बिकॉज अभी तो कोई आ नहीं रहा है. एंड ऑल्सो वी अपलोडेड अ शॉर्ट, मतलब मैंने शॉर्ट अपलोड की लास्ट, मतलब अभी कल ही अपलोड की, आज रात को अपलोड की. मतलब 1-2 बजे. तो उस पर भी अच्छे खासे व्यूज़ आए एंड वी हैव गॉटन गुड रिस्पॉन्स ऑन इट. सो आई थिंक इट इज़ गुड दैट. रुको यार, मैं ये करना भूल गया, सॉरी. डूडास एंड डूडेट्स, सॉरी. ये कर लेते हैं ना. लेट्स स्टार्ट द रिकॉर्डिंग एज वेल. क्या हुआ इसको. वाटर लेन में थे हमें. क्या करना है एक बार ना, क्वेस्ट देख लेते हैं. क्वेस्ट लॉग मुझे देखना था कि अपना एक्चुअली में क्या क्या बचा है. ये दो अपने कंप्लीट हुए हैं, ये मुझे पता है. टेक रूट ये अभी करते हैं, और ये कंप्लीट हुआ है. ओके. बट ना लेडी सेज लीफ से पहले बात करते हैं शायद, मुझे लग रहा है कि, क्योंकि ये दोनों जो क्वेस्ट है ना, नॉट ये वाली क्लास कॉन्फ्लिक्ट वाली, तो मुझे थोड़ी देखनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि ये जो है ना, इट इज़ रिलेटेड टू द इंटरनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आई हैव विद माई सेल्फ, कि मैं विजर्ड बनना चाहता हूँ या क्लेरिक बनना चाहता हूँ. तो विजर्ड मैंने 3 बार बोल रखा है कि मैं विजर्ड हूँ. ड्रूइड मैंने एक बार ही बोला है, जो मैंने शायद उसको बोला था, वो लड़की को. एंड क्लेरिक मैंने 11 बार बताया कि आई एम अ क्लेरिक करके. ठीक है. तो और वी आर मोस्टली डीलिंग विद द स्टफ विद मैजिक. सो मुझे लगता है कि क्लेरिक साउंड्स लाइक द वे टू गो, आई थिंक. इससे क्या मिल रहा है, +1 इंटेलिजेंस बट -1 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ठीक है, 16 है अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. द अंडर कॉमन. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. बट आई वुड टेक दैट, आई थिंक. अच्छा है. नॉट दैट बैड ऑफ एन आइटम. +2 करिश्मा, -1 विजडम. नहीं यार, रहने देते हैं अभी के लिए. ये हैमर +1 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन देता है. ये हेलमेट भी तो है, +2 डेक्स देता है. ये जब इसकी ज़रूरत रहेगी ना कुछ चीज़ों में, तो मैं ये इक्विप कर लूँगा चीज़ें. अभी तो नहीं है. +1 डेक्सटिलिटी, +1 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ओके. दिस इज ऑल्सो गुड गो, आई थिंक, टू हैव. प्लस इंटेलिजेंस, +1 विजडम. सिर्फ +1 वाली चीज़ें कौन सी है जिससे सिर्फ प्लस मिला है. ये है +2 इंटेलिजेंस. ये W है, टाइनी डिक्टेटर करके, ये जो आइटम है. ठीक है. हाँ, क्वेस्ट देख लेते हैं पहले. लेडी सेज लीफ तो सो गई होगी अभी, क्योंकि रात हो गई है ना. आई डोंट थिंक शी वुड बी अवेलेबल. टी पॉट की मिस्ट्री जो जो घोस्ट के साथ बात करनी है वो करनी है. 9 बज गया अभी. ओके. तो वी वुड बी एबल टू डू दैट. देखते हैं वो अगर एग्जामाइन करने देता है कॉप्स को. श्नर एपल्डेंट हैज टास्क यू विथ रिट्रीविंग अ कॉपी, रेयर कॉपी ऑफ. ये तो नहीं मिला अभी तक. ये हो गया। ये कल अभी मतलब ये इन गेम में मैं थर्ड डे पे जाऊंगा इसके पास, ये स्पिंक्स की तरफ, से स्पिंक्स के पास। ये कल्ट हिट का पता नहीं है मुझे कि मास्ट असैसिन कौन है ये जो मुझे मारना चाहते हैं। पेल मैन कॉल्ड विस्कन, द मर्सनरी राज क्लियरली नोज फॉर विस्कन, वर्क्स फॉर विस्कन समाउ। ये पता करना है क्या सीन है। इससे हमने बात कर ली क्रिप्ट कीपर से, ये कंप्लीट हो चुका है। रिवर टेक ये भी कंप्लीट हो चुका है, यहाँ पे लिखा है, बट किसने ढकेला हमें वो पता नहीं। हम गिर गए वो पता है, बट कैसे वो मुझे अभी तक मिस्ट्री है कि ये बंदा गिरा कैसे। ये वुमेन, ये तो चोमू क्वेस्ट है, ठीक है, मतलब किसको पटाएंगे वो वाला क्वेस्ट है। फिनिक्स फोलियो, आफ्टर रिसीविंग आफ्टर योर रिवर एडवेंचर योर ओल्ड स्पिल। हाँ ये मैंने दे दिया बुक बाइंडर को, 250 क्राउन्स देने उसको फॉर द जॉब एंड इट विल टेक हिम टिल नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग। तो ये और आफ्टरनून तो ठीक है, तो उससे रिट्रीव कर लेंगे हम। तो अभी अपने पास है पैसे तो है अपने पास, एंड वी आर डूइंग क्वाइट वेल, तो दे देंगे उसको 250 क्राउन्स। एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो गुड। ये नॉर्विकियन रेजिस्टेंस, ओके। ये प्योर नेशनलिस्ट, हाँ इनको अगर सपोर्ट करना है ना तो मुझे एक डॉक्यूमेंट चुराना है यहाँ से, तो ये अभी कर सकता हूँ मैं। एंड आई वुड टेक अ लुक एट दिस डॉक्यूमेंट, एंड इफ दिस डॉक्यूमेंट कॉजेस एनी ट्रबल ना, देन आई वुड नॉट गिव इट टू देम। अगर कुछ हेल्पफुल है देन आई वुड गिव इट टू देम, बट रादर अवॉइड इट आई थिंक। चलो 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 चलो, ओ ये यहीं पर है। व्हाट द हेल, यहीं पर रहेगी ये। इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़ आई थिंक। चोरी कर लेते हैं, चोरी कर लेते हैं। द फ्रेम्ड आर्टिकल, ये क्या है भाई? अ गाय ही कीप्स शफलिंग अबाउट, व्हाट? वो ये मास्क है कोई तो, वो उसकी तरह है क्या? वो क्रिप्ट कीपर के जैसा है क्या ये भी? कोई तो इल्म है शायद ये, क्या जो इनको बोलते हैं शायद, मतलब इनकी नेक्रोमेंसी प्रैक्टिस कर करके इनका फिजिकल फॉर्म डिटोरिएट होके अभी सिर्फ थोबड़ा बचा है, वो वाले लोग हैं ये आई थिंक। रुको रुको रुको। You approach the mirror, realizing that Veera is watching you quite closely. But taking a quick glance, you do see there is surely a hidden safe behind this mirror. Interesting, I'll have to come back when Veera isn't around. ओ ये कब जाएगी यहाँ से फिर? ओके, इसको मैं हका लूँ क्या यहाँ से फिर? A traveler, she is not settled here. ठीक है, क्या ही फालतू चीज़ पता है हमें इसके बारे में। ओके। The orc stands among fancy furniture, crackling fireplace lights up her face as you approach. इसको भगा सकता हूँ मैं शायद। Welcome to the Askani Reeds Trading Company, Cleric. It is the orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. Yes, and also tell her she looks lovely. Right, you are the orc who was fighting with the dwarves. You look lovely. You look lovely. To meet you again, Agent Veera. क्या ग्रामर का है? ग्रामर एरर है क्या इसमें? You look lovely to meet you again. What? Oh, she blinks thrice and then just nods, ignoring your flub. Yes, of course, same to you. Damn it. She walks over to the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. The warehouse below here, it probably holds a lot of useful stuff. This wonderful freestarter lady is the one who decides who come and goes, so talk her into letting you enter her warehouse. I can gladly report to you that the business with the dwarves was eventually solved after you left, though through entirely peaceful methods, thankfully. Oh, really? The contact at the palace helped me recruit two Vorgeni gentlemen. ये क्या हुआ है? Vorgeni, one of 8 bands along the coast, and upland crags, marshland, and gravity of defying mountainous terrain, home of giants, shamanistic humans, and tribal gnome folk. ओको gnomes है, ये gnomes को इन्होंने हायर किया था। ओके ओके ओके, तो उनके मदद से इन्होंने वो उनको भगाया शायद, जो ड्वार्फ्स थे वहाँ पे। वो डॉज अजैकलिस थे, ओके ठीक है। द जायंट काइंड ऑफ जेंटलमैन, व्हेन अल्फोज सॉ देम कमिंग ही वेरी क्विकली पैक्ड एवरीथिंग अप एंड लेफ्ट। सॉरी फॉर नॉट स्टेइंग एंड हेल्पिंग क्लीन थिंग्स अप। यू यूज द थ्रेट ऑफ वायलेंस टू पुश पास देयर लीगल आर्ग्यूमेंट। देन लीगल तो नहीं था क्योंकि वो डॉक्यूमेंट हमने देखा था, दैट डॉक्यूमेंट वाज प्योरली इलीगल। सो लीगल तो इन एनी मीन्स दैट वाज नॉट लीगल। सो लेट्स नॉट डू, मतलब उसको राइल अप नहीं करते और उस पर गुड जॉब नहीं, सॉरी फॉर नॉट, वी हैड नो रीजन टू इंटरफेयर, नो वरीज। I'm looking for a hag about the tea shop owner and need access to the guild warehouse. Anything I can do to help? She walks out of a drawer and pulls out several papers. I have got perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. Yes, yeah, you are. She had stuff the yellow document in your hand. AFAS. A what? An Ascani Economic Freestrider Accord. We have been unable to. Okay, तो ये भी हमें कुछ क्वेज देगी regarding the Ascanis, ठीक है? मतलब regarding the Freestriders. We have been unable to hand them out previously due to number of legal reasons that are being stripped away once if we land in good position of the future government. So in preparation, we are opening talks with number of local entrepreneurs. Having these handed out by a official cleric would make the approach a lot more official. However, greatly expediting the process, at least our numbers seem to indicate that folk are much more agreeable to city officials than our own staff. I'm guessing you can assume why. Yeah, freestriders are scary. No clue. You want me to hand out pamphlets? Hmm. Oh no. She taps the document in your hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA. ठीक है? Very generous term that will greatly assist the local. Assist the local corporation in growth, revenue, and stability. ठीक है, ठीक है. We are not all talk, you know. We do actual support local infrastructure and business quite heavily. Okay. You want me to hand out contracts? I'll think about it. I'll do it. I'll think about it, I think. इसके लिए एक क्वेस्ट तो करनी पड़ेगी शायद, मुझे लग रहा है. I'll think about it, but क्योंकि what these things mean ना, they also would help them in क्या बोलते हैं इसको, in the further elections, I think. So yeah, mostly for them to take a look at. Once we got 3 Tolstad business on paper, we'll have to meet our pre-election quota. That will make my bosses very happy. Okay. That would make me very happy. 3 business, huh? Yeah, of course, if you want to deliver them to more, just go ahead. The business need to be established but not necessarily registered. If you are not sure, you can hand them out anyway. Off the top of my head, I can recommend visiting Vixen's Leech House. ये तो पता है. Drunken Spinks भी पता है. But I am sure you can find more. वो book binder है, वो भी शायद कर सकता है. She winks. Okay. Hey, can I have that spell scroll over there? Point towards the desk. Oh, that? Just a little something left behind by superior during his latest visit. Don't touch it, please. Oh, I can grab that though. If I have the dexterity, I can do that. I want to know more about you. Tell me about Griffon on the roof. Griffon on the roof? The orc laughs at your words. That really sounds like a magazine tale. I swear I have read it at some point. I'm serious, there is a griffin upstairs. Yes, I thought it sounded funny is all. Technically, the griffin is not allowed to use our building as a nest. However, by sheer happenstance, it has become one of the many unwritten and unofficial exceptions around here. I have simply learned to make do as one does. ठीक है? Who owns it? One of our temporary guests. Okay. A high-ranking member of the Freestrider come to visit for the election. One of those types. Is it annoying to deal with? Can I fly on it? I would recommend not, entirely for the sake of your own health. Unless you got somewhere to fly off to. ठीक है. Damn it, I don't. If I did, I would totally try it. ठीक है. ठीक है. Somehow I could imagine. Okay. And it just sleeps there all the day. For now, I've heard he'll be heading out after the election. Can't wait. ठीक है. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Veera is not happy about the situation. You'd love to have a griffin one day. You could be like heroes of your childhood, tails soaring through the air, rider of the sky. Dream on, baby, dream on. Okay. I want to know more about you. That's my favorite topic. Your own favorite. ठीक है. Your own favorite. Your own favorite topic. Yes. She's one confusing orc. Yes. Mention how I really appreciate your appearance. Yes, we are having a very wonderful weather today, I agree. Although it is quite difficult to see it down here on Water Lane because of the ceiling. The weather. You attempt to woo her and she's talking about the weather. You make her uncomfortable. Tell her. Oh, DC 15 though. The weather, that's what I said. About maybe try it later instead. I should just give up on this, shouldn't I? I'm no good. एक बार try तो कर लेते हैं. 15. Ooh, 16. There we go. Adding proficiency. The perfect line, right, you got this. I do, you do. Just say, clear your throats, stammer a bit, then speak. After the election, let's go out and eat. I want to get to know you. Get to know me, you say. Oh, okay. She shakes her head but can't help but let a grin sneak onto her face. Your insistence is a bit endearing, I'll admit. So fine. A date with this helmed human does sound like a rather memorable night, doesn't it? Nice job, Stud. The handsome woman is falling for your confidence and stern behavior. Glance at Snell and make a tiny fist bump gesture. The goblin closes his eyes, the orc crosses her arms. Well then, now with that settled, one step closer to true victory. Okay, okay. What's with the thing in the fireplace? I'm not a thing. Oh, Tinny Tool hired Smoke Mephit. Okay. Don't mind him, he's harmless. I don't know exactly how he came over the contract, but I believe it was Cargamatian fellow who handed it over. Okay. A smoke method, it keeps track of unwanted visitors. Okay. An elemental spirit formed by primal energies. They are known to be selfish and violent. They are yet useful when captured by controlling magic or given the right incentive. Okay. So don't touch anything, cleric, unless you like getting seared. His smiles her tusk gleam. Okay. Any news about the tea shop? She sighs and grabs an envelope on the table. Darrow put a stop to any official investigation. He even had his guardian angel place an arcane lock on the entryway. You mean Aether? Yes, his celestial pet. Uh, she's no pet, she's a powerful woman. Powerful, yes, woman though, I think that definition might be stretched. I've had the displeasure to deal with her a few times here on Tolstad, ever since she was handed the reins of Coin Lord Lapdog. She seems to enjoy mocking us lesser creatures, coming off almost petty. Strange behavior for such a transcendent creature. वो कैसे है पता है क्या? She is like a person who is मतलब she's very powerful, so there are very less people who can actually feel about things like she feels. So वो ना एक loner type हो गई है एटिर, but she is a good person, I would say. मतलब a good entity. अभी वो angel है तो पता नहीं है actually. She adjusts her posture now. She opens the envelope and reads for you. Bystanders suffered minor injuries, no real casualties found after a quick search of the premises. The flames were put down within an hour. Eyewitness indicate the flames appeared alongside a loud explosion. A few unnamed people also mention flames were blue for a short moment. Blue flames, huh? The rest goes along with our info. Good to have it Corroborated, okay? Where do you all hear this? She smiles. We have our sources too, my friend. Blue flames, you are not the first to mention that to me. Indeed, clearly it indicates some type of magical origin. Call it whatever you want, but sure came from a spell. Esoterical. Give her a thumbs up. She nods. You didn't have any of these witnesses recorded? No, I'm afraid. We heard the halfways had no direct witness who identified himself. ठीक है. A frank fellow, but we found nothing more on the thread. वो Frank को तो हम भी ढूंढ रहे थे. Goblin mutters something to himself. How quick was the search afterwards? She smirks. Apparently only 10 minutes. Damn, that's quick. Too short for proper investigation. What's more interesting is that the official report does not mention any lead investigator apart from Darrow himself and the militia org. ये कुछ तो लफड़ा किया है यार Darrow. So my guess is they just didn't do anything after the militia put out all the flames and secured the structure. That's insane. They can't just do anything. If the coin lord ordered it, it is just I'm neutral observer here, so I don't have opinion. Neutral तो नहीं है. That's insane. They can't just do nothing. Clearly they can. She does not care, but she is intrigued. Thank you for the info. Yes, she takes out her notebook. Have you delivered the documents? Oh, the document deliver. I think so. She looks from her notes and nods. Right, I'll be waiting to hear back on the signing of that case. Should be any minute. You actually have to get some people to sign the paper, it appears. 3 local entrepreneurs was it? Might be a challenge, but we'll see. Looking for a hag. A cleric searching for a hag? That's really sound like a magazine tale, romantic almost. No, it sounds like an epic quest. Have you seen a hag around here? Look, it's no secret. Ascani Reed's corporation employs a number of hags. Since the early revolution, we have prided ourselves in working with those who turned from the magocrats, including the many young women left scarred after MHR. Okay. We are employing hags on Tolstad? A freelancer, yes. Her name is Lisa. She provides security, arcane knowledge, eldritch invocations, and divinations. She's quite good. but unfortunately she is off on private matter, but from what I understand, so she is unavailable at the moment. When did she leave? I'm not entirely sure. Last week, something like that. She leave right around the time of the tea shop explosion. It is possible. Where does she live? In a hut. It is usually parked on top of her headquarters here. Oh, okay. Can she cast fireballs? Oh, I don't think so. I remember those funny magma hags on the burned coast, but beyond that, I don't think heard of hags casting spell like that. Okay. Lisa only deals with typical hag magic. So she's a witch. He thinks about her question for a while. I think there's a distinct difference between hags and witches. I'm not entirely sure what they are. ठीक है ठीक है. ये जो हैग है ना वो भी जुड़ी है जो बर्ड ने बताया था हमें. ठीक है. Where can I find her? No clue. Freelancers go where they please. ठीक है. Let me know. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. कौन सा टेबल पे स्क्रॉल है यार? ये है क्या? तो वो तो एकदम इजीली उठा लिया था मैंने. स्ट्रीट्स ऑफ वाटर लेन. ठीक है. वो ये स्क्रॉल है क्या? प्रोटेक्शन फ्रॉम इविल एंड गुड एक्सेट्रा. ओ रुको 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 रुको. चुरा तो मैं लूंगा भाई. आई वुड डू दैट. बाय बाय. सी यू लेटर आई गेस. डूडेस. दिस स्टेयर्स गो डाउन टू द डॉक्स. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. वो डॉक्स की तरफ जाता है. ये तो गया ही नहीं हूँ मैं एरिया. Approach the half sphere. The 8 bands you see Divinitorum, Ascani, Reeds, and Vorgeni. That accurately depicts the best calculated distance we have got. ठीक है ठीक है. Haxi, Kargamesh, Feltire, and Yim. ठीक है. That's it all for now. भाई ये सब मैप लोअर के लिए है वो. बाद में देखेंगे ये सब. वो हैक का हट इनके ऑफिस के ऊपर ही है उसने बोला राइट. तो ऊपर जाते कैसे हैं? यहाँ से है क्या? यहाँ से मैं कैसे गया था? What? उसका हट 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 हट. उसका हट ढूंढ रहे हैं हम राइट. ठीक है ये जाने दो. वो पेपर्स मैं डिलीवर करता हूँ क्योंकि मुझे ना वो एक्सेस चाहिए. डाउन बिलो एक बार क्वेस्टिंग ट्री देख लेते हैं जस्ट इन केस. ये कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. टेक रूट. ओके 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 ओके. सॉरी अबाउट दैट. They must have realized by now. You are not just some government goon. You are, of course, not. I'm the cleric. Cleric? You are the cleric. This is your calling, your duty, your life. Since you joined the Earth Guard to make sense of this unruly life of yours, it is your calling. This is where you found your zealotry, your love for the city, your meaning in life. Feel clerical. There are other trails as well. One's more in tune with your natural inclination. Of course, all that druid craft. I see where you're going with this. Yes. You have shown promise as a primal caster, a friendly local druid that is also a choice you could make in the coming years. One that would suit your demeanor well, potentially grant you access to healthy friendships, and so on. I'm ready to make a decision. Tell me more about the cleric. With that name as your pride, you will keep going through divine sacred magic. The cleric, your healing spells are increased by extra proficiency. Your heals can be increased by your strength modifier instead of your wisdom modifier if it is higher. ठीक है. Spends more time in great outdoors. This is the first step. Friendly local druid, extra proficiency in roles when in natural habitats, includes outside areas, overgrown areas, and caverns. Moist holes also count. Okay. तो क्लेरिक ही है यार. फिर हम चूज द क्लेरिक आई गेस क्योंकि उसका क्लियरली बेटर है. बिकॉज ये नेचुरल हैबिटेट वाला ओवरग्रोन एरियाज इज गुड कि हम वहाँ पे जाते हैं और वहाँ पे फाइट्स होती है. बट हैविंग हील्स एंड योर हील्स कैन ऑल्सो भी इंक्रीज बाई योर स्ट्रेंथ मॉडिफायर इंस्टेड ऑफ योर विजडम मॉडिफायर. तो दैट इज अ डब्ल्यू राइट. सो आई विल चूज द क्लेरिक. ओ यस. हैवंट आई सेड इट इनफ. से इट. आई एम द क्लेरिक. अर्थ बी ब्लेस्ड यू आर. ठीक है. सो अभी ये हो गया, तो ये भी देख लेते हैं ना कि क्या सीन है। ये भी देखना था, रफल्ड फेदर्स। Give me 2 seconds. Chat. Let me reset the chat once. So you took the bird's papers, made him stick around with snakes. Okay. It was a tough decision. What it was a tough decision. What I got a problem here. I sure did. You sure do. Look, it's time to establish some baseline. Okay. First of all, immigration is good. What? Immigration, it's a net positive for modern society for Norvik. Hold on, I don't agree with that. Yes, if it's true, but what's that got to do with? First of all, I'm apolitical. Second of all, freedom of movement. It's literally the most fundamental policy of the free strider bloc. In the real old days, the only people with resources to travel would be the aristocrats of societies. In the really early days, that would be the top dragon servant, the top slaves. Okay. Then during the last few centuries, that changed. The average person suddenly got the ability to move on a societal scale, sure, but also in a geographical sense. Each of the Arcanist splinters deals with it in different ways, but in general, especially on the coast, war broke out. For real, all borders got real tight. A shoot on sight type policy wasn't uncommon. And that's shit, real shit. Agreed, borders are bullshit. The Arcanists were terrible, but that doesn't mean nations don't have the right to close their borders. That was overkill, but we should still have some type of border control, right? That powerful should not control the weak. Arcanist had it right as did the kings of old. Okay. No. All of it is bad. Let's go over the facts here. The number of one cause of starvation, poverty, and economically related suffering is the general lack of prosperity. Historically, it's understandable why peasants and kings, only early Arcanists, didn't really get this because they just didn't have any reference point. If things were always terrible, you wouldn't even know what good is, right? Then comes industry, mass production, both esoteric stuff, access to free food, healing services, teleportation, and the fundamentals textile factories, metal refining, and transportation. All of it giving way to an unprecedented amount of prosperity for everyone. It is like cheating in the economy. Everybody gets rich all of a sudden, even the old aristocrats. Okay. So then you have the questions of nation states of borders. You can make an argument that freedom of movement goes against certain ideals of nationalism. Sure, you can't completely lock your own people away from others. You can't stay out of the global trade. You lose that authoritarian touch. Okay. In return, you get super magical economic boost on one that helps everyone. The Asgals that hate free strategism so much. This is the point where they all shut the f and sit down, because Azagalism didn't make anything better, not anywhere near the degree that opening the markets did. And locking down your borders, not allowing trade, people, labor, goods, and services to flow at the behest of the benevolent invisible hand. Okay. That's literally like arbitrarily making all your people objectively less wealthy and probably a lot hungrier. Just some dumb ego trip. Okay, thus immigration is a effing great. And who disagrees in a effing idiot? Is a effing idiot. Okay. You have convinced me I will not allow strangers to come live with me in my apartment. This immigration is great and always helps us fill out the ranks of the increasingly growing Norwegian industries. In amazing but only Folkarian reasons, we should help people in need by sharing our wealth. Immigration is balanced amount is great, but too much it will create strife and cultural clashes. Yes, सही है. Immigration is a tool of the Borkua used to slow down wage increases and dilute working class solidarity. Imagine as a threat to democracy. No, immigration just destroys nations. It destroys people just because old Demonor blew up and Reeds took its place as messed up coagulation. For all that broken survives doesn't mean the rest of the coast has to align with the strange multicultural ideas. Whatever you say is good. I think immigration in balanced amount is great, but too much and it will create strife and cultural clashes. Yeah, sure, but the market will take care of that by itself. The vacant jobs create the immigration appeal by itself. Nobody would move across the world if there aren't any jobs. That would be ridiculous. That is also true. It sure does. So anyway, yeah, making drummers stay when he clearly wanted to get out, shit move. Just a straight up asshole move. But you could clearly learn a lot from that bird. He's got that infectious paranoia about him. Your stomach's upset. The bird, yeah, the bird is a survivor. That is his legacy. More than that, he really had one hell of a way to handle himself. Ignoring the escape attempt, you saw how he danced around your questions. Maybe it's a racial thing, but he read the room just as well as he recorded those voices. Honestly, both of those are damn true. Take any lesson you want from him. That bird's got game. And remember, immigration is good. Tell me about the survival of the fittest. Tell me more about reading room. Just paranoia. Be ready for anything. The world would fall apart any second. The walls could implode. Your dreams shattered. When that happens, you get ready to run. Leave the city in a crate. Ship yourself to high XC. Whatever it takes. Get away from any of those pesky consequences. Advantage on initiative rolls. Infectious paranoia. ठीक है. Uh, you live. Tell me about the survival of the you live through it all. Survival of the fittest, advantage on death saving throws. Tell me more about reading the room. When I say the right thing, right? Make the right choice. You might help to have a quick glance around the room first. Reading the room, advantage on behold checks. I think I would take the advantage on the initiative rolls. Infectious paranoia. This will honestly keep you alive. Real smart choice. ठीक है, level up available. Oh, leveled up. तो अभी वो बॉडी के पास जा सकते हैं हम, बिकॉज वी कैन एक्चुअली लेवल एडवांसमेंट. और क्या बढ़ाना है अभी? लेट्स लुक एट दीज आल्सो, दीज नंबर्स आल्सो. आई थिंक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन या फिर स्ट्रेंथ इज द वे टू गो. आई थिंक स्ट्रेंथ इज द वे टू गो. आई थिंक स्ट्रेंथ ही जाता है. Also we got one more level up right before. ओके ठीक है, ये कंप्लीट हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया. ठीक है. सो हेल्थ इज फुल, तो लेट्स गो. तो एक काम करता हूँ ना, अगर मेरा स्ट्रेंथ फुल ही है, मतलब 24 है या 26 है, ये डेक्सटेरिटी वाली चीज़ें इक्विप कर लेता हूँ ना फिर मैं, बिकॉज दैट वुड बी मोर ऑफ यूज टू मी दैन. तो इससे क्या मिल रहा है? स्ट्रेंथ, डेक्सटेरिटी, विजडम. इससे मिल रहा है डेक्सटेरिटी और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इससे मिल रहा है इंटेलिजेंस और विजडम. इससे मिल रहा है +2 करिश्मा -2 डेक्सटेरिटी. यू कैन टेक दिस आई थिंक. ये W लग रहा है अभी. ओके, +16 +5 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन +16. ठीक है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का देखते हैं कुछ तो सीन. ओके, वी आर डूइंग गुड आई थिंक. +2 डेक्सटेरिटी है इस पर, प्लस इंटेलिजेंस +-1 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एक बार बाजू में रखते हैं. करिश्मा प्लस करने का देखते हैं कुछ तो. व्हाट कैन गिव मी करिश्मा? ठीक है, कोई भी चीज़ नहीं है क्या दैट कैन गिव मी करिश्मा? अरे हेलमेट, वो +1 करिश्मा ये देती है ना, की देती है. बट अभी लेट्स लीव इट एट दिस. आई थिंक ये सही लग रहा है अभी के लिए. ठीक है, नॉट लेट्स नॉट मेस अप इन दिस. अभी के लिए ठीक है ये, आई वुड से. और एक बार ना स्पेल प्रिपेयर करते. चलो 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 चलो. थर्ड आ गया है देखो यहाँ पे. तो आई कैन कास्ट 3rd लेवल स्पेल्स. प्रोटेक्शन फ्रॉम गुड एंड एविल, 2nd लेवल स्पेल है ये. क्या करता है? बट यू मैनिफेस्ट एन ऑरा अराउंड हिमसेल्फ योरसेल्फ, granting protection against creatures that are celestial, elementals, fey, fiends, or undead. Protection against grants several benefits. Creatures or those have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, so can't be possessed or gain the charmed or frightened conditions from them. ठीक है, पता नहीं कब आएगा ये, बट आई थिंक यू टेक दैट. स्पीक विद डेड. स्पीक विद डेड तो करना है भाई, ये तो चाहिए मुझे. स्पीक विद डेड. प्रेयर फॉर हीलिंग, ये भी चाहिए। एनहांस एबिलिटी क्या है? टैपिंग इनटू एनिमलिस्टिक स्पिरिट एनर्जी, यू एनहांस इन एबिलिटी, कैंसी गेन ऑन एक्सपर्टीज, ठीक है। स्पीक विद एनिमल्स ले लेते हैं। शील्ड ऑफ फेथ इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। इन्फ्लिक्ट वुंड्स इज रिक्वायर्ड। ग्रीस इज प्रोबेबली नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। ब्लेस ले लेते हैं। चार्म पर्सन ले लेते हैं। और क्या लूँ, और क्या लूँ, और क्या लूँ? डार्क स्किन इज नॉट दैट नेसेसरी। शील्ड ऑफ फेथ और ग्रीस, शील्ड ऑफ फेथ ले लेते हैं। एंड द लास्ट वन शुड बी डिटेक्ट एलिमेंट ले लेते हैं ना, जस्ट इन केस। लेट मी चेक वंस कि अभी ये लोग खुले हैं क्या? इनके बिजनेसेस चल रहा है? ये प्रोबेबली बंद होंगे, राइट? यहाँ पे एक दुकान है, ये वाला बंद रहेगा अभी। ये कौन है? यहाँ से मैं यहाँ पे ही आता हूँ, ठीक है। नीचे जाने के लिए दूसरा रास्ता है। रीड द मीड, इससे बात कर सकते क्या? फ्रॉम द फ्री स्टार्टर्स नेक्स्ट डोर। I see, I have heard of this. It will be considered. Anything else? You wanna go drink at the tavern later? No. Should keep working. That is honorable. ठीक है, कर ले, मेरा बुक ख़त्म कर ले, थैंक यू। तो और दो जगह पे जाना है, ड्रंक स्पिंग्स पे जाते हैं, और एक जहाँ जगह पे जाना है, और वो स्पीक विद डेड वाला भी करना है, तो विस्कन के पास भी जाएंगे। ठीक है, स्पिंग्स यहाँ से ही है पास में। और कौन सा बोली थी वो? ड्रंक स्पिंग्स और कोई तो बोली थी, राइट? आई होप आई एम नॉट मेसिंग अप एनीथिंग विद दिस, बट इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़। मुझे वो डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए यार जो उसके पास है, और जो प्रोबेबली उसको नीचे भेज सकता है प्रोबेबली। ओह, हियर आर द डॉर्स आई थिंक। और ये बमचे भी हैं यहाँ पे। और वो ये गया क्या? इससे बात कर सकता हूँ क्या? द हुडेड गॉब्लिन ग्लांसेस एट यू एज यू अप्रोच। You know this guy Snell? Sure, that's Raz. Ignore him, it's not interesting. The goblin lets out a cloud of smoke. Listen to your pet, Cleric. What was that? Did you say anything about it? Say anything, Raz? Okay. Killing intent. Liz coughs at Snell's question. I feel like there's some tension here. Both of them just quietly glare at each other. Okay. I can also glass him though. I would do it if I know who he is really. Oh, who is this? Miss Nearly. Level 1 bard, another goblin. This is only looking to this one is only looking to escape. She works hard but only in ways that improve her craft passion. ठीक है। ओ, ये भी बंदा यहाँ पे है। ओके।
Hey.
Cleric, good to see you again. You two friends, Nell? No, don't say that. You're hurting my feelings. There's tension here. You should mention it. That Snell quickly snaps at you with a glare. That statement I'll strongly refuse, Cleric. Windy Shuman nods. Of course, refuted it is. It is. For sure, absolutely. She laughs and leans over the counter. All jokes aside, it's all just part of the job, you know. A bit on the nose, but sure. ठीक है. Well, sure. Wouldn't call it that. More like playful teasing. I see. It just happens to be such that Snell here is a very hard nut to crack. The hardest. That goblin closes his eyes and mutters something to himself. You do not feel any nervousness speaking to this woman. Well, she's not your type. That's pretty obvious. Does Snell spend a lot of time in here? You don't need to ask her, it's not relevant. He does, she says, ignoring this comment, although this is most convenient third place for the HWBT, so it's not like he's got too many options. Don't think, great. I don't think Snell finds you very attractive. Of course, ठीक है. Looking for a hag. Her smile widens. Most folk steer clear of such creatures, but you just wade into danger, don't you, Cleric? You know any hags on Tolstad? I know all kinds of beasts, but no hag, I'm afraid. Just stare at her. She fidgets and looks around. Okay, fine, I might know something, okay, but might not, you know. The F does that mean? Convince her. Toss 10 crowns into tipping jar. Toss 100 crowns. Earth be blessed, Cleric. Illegal to lie to city officials. Please, she could be in danger. A fiendish woman furrows her brow. Then she gives a quite laugh. She can take care of herself mostly. ठीक है. I can't threaten her. Charisma try करते हैं. +2 यार only. Can I retry? Wait, why? Simple. You have got no clue for why the hell she would hide the information from you. Can I retry it though? The demonic blood makes you an enemy of the state. Speak or you will be apprehended. Have fist on the counter and yell, "Give me the truth, wench. The fog of the mystery shall lift over this chamber." She jumps at your sudden violent act. Hey, watch the counter. I'm cool. I got some other questions. Fine. You keep your secrets. Hags are sexist anyhow. I think you are right. ठीक है. So she is not telling us anything. And we also pissed her off. So that is another thing. इससे भी बात करनी है यार, बट बाद में. मुझे एक्चुअली इसको ये देना था यार. इससे
Hey.
She looks over the document. Oh, thank you, but I already got one. It's right in my office. Old Rix here got some sources of her own, you see. God, oh, for sure, she smirks. The Freesiders are very good business partners, you know. The economic support they offer is unprecedented, and that's without mentioning their general view on trade, making the entire market perfect for the economic growth. अरे यार chat refresh नहीं हुई यार. रुको 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 रुको. Let me do that. आज कोई नहीं है क्या? What the hell? Today is a busy Sunday, I guess, for everyone. Now I will finally be able to deal in the futures again, you know, without having to deal with all these pesky and quite frankly tyrannical oversights. Time to make some money. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. An elf on Tolstad. You got, you go up the hill. You might find some near the Elysian embassy. Obviously in the palace district. Continue. But not here. Don't get elves here often. In 3 years we have never had an elf in here. Actually none, to my knowledge at least. I'll write another topic. इसको नहीं बताते. I don't know कि ये क्या बोलेगी और क्या बताएगी किसी को. Let me check my questing tree once. मुझे देखना था ये क्वेस्ट कहाँ मिली है हमें. ये वाली बुक बाइंडर एफा टू रिक्स बेटर. ठीक है. अस्कानी ट्रेडिंग योर विराज गिव लोकल एंटरप्रेन्योर्स. और कौन बचा है यार? और कोई तो बचा है राइट? आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिमेंबर कौन बचा है. और एक ट्रेडर बचा है कोई तो. उसने 2 बताया. मैंने मेरे खुद से एक जगह पे गया. ओके. दूसरा कौन है यार? इज द सेकंड गाय. 1 मिनट रुकते हैं. एक बार स्पीक विद डेड कर लेते हैं यहाँ पे क्योंकि वो भी तो नेसेसरी है. ओके लेट्स गो लेट्स गो. ओ ये पढ़ रहा है अभी तक. ठीक है. लेट मी यूज दैट थिंग ऑन हर एंड टॉक विथ हिम ऑल्सो. ये कौन है वो पता नहीं है. स्पीक विद डेड. Yes. With a little fanfare, not any magical sparks, you see a light twitch on the scorched body. As long as the mouth remains somewhat intact, the spell will allow it to speak. There's something wrong about this. It's sacrilegious, but perhaps the animated spirit will give you something useful in retribution. ठीक है. 2 मिनट पानी पीता हूँ फिर पढ़ते हैं. 2-3 दिन में इलेक्शन है इसमें और मुझे अभी तक पता नहीं चल रहा है कि कौन एक्चुअली में. देयर इज नो वन हियर दैट वी शुड बी वोटिंग फॉर. आई थिंक मुझे लग रहा है इट इज सैक्रिलेजियस बट परहैप्स द एनिमेटेड स्पिरिट विल गिव यू समथिंग यूजफुल इन रेट्रीब्यूशन. ठीक है. तो मैं अभी खुद का एजेंडा पुश करने का देख रहा हूँ. मुझे वैसा ही ठीक लग रहा है क्योंकि नो वन हियर सीम्स लाइक दे आर इनोसेंट इन दिस. मतलब एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन एजेंडा. एवरीवन इज ट्राइंग टू be themselves. Why shouldn't I? So probably I would go for myself. I think as if they weren't turned to coal like substance, the lips begin to move like sludge. A faint whizzing come out of its throat. Horrific. What are the rules of this again? Do you ask present or past tense? Okay, I'm ready. 5 ही सवाल है, right? पर cleric 5 questions. हाँ, that's all you get, so make them count. ये डेड एल्फ है जो हमें वो टी शॉप में मिला था, राइट? मतलब मिली थी या मिला था. कैन आई गेट यू समथिंग टी? व्हाट वाज योर नेम? व्हाट इज लाइक बीइंग डेड? व्हाट आर यू वेर यू वोटिंग? नहीं, व्हाई वेर यू इन द टी शॉप व्हेन इट एक्सप्लोड? ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. हु किल्ड यू? हाउ डिड यू डाई? डिड यू लिव? वेर डिड यू डाई? व्हाट वाज योर फेवरेट कलर? व्हाट वेर व्हाई वेर यू एट द टी शॉप? वेर डिड यू लिव? डिड एनीवन वांट टू किल यू? हु डिड यू वर्क फॉर? व्हाट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ लाइफ? तो पहला क्वेश्चन रहेगा मेरा, मतलब अगर मुझे जानना है इसका, तो व्हाट वाज योर नेम, आई थिंक, क्योंकि ये कौन है हमें पता नहीं है, उसकी आइडेंटिटी 0 पता है. फिर उसके बारे में बाद में हम पूछेंगे कि हाउ डिड यू लिव, नहीं, हाउ वेयर डिड यू डाई तो पता है हमें. हाउ डिड यू डाई ये भी तो शायद पता है, फायरबॉल से मरी है प्रॉबेबली, मतलब जो अंदर जो हुआ. Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? ये वाला सवाल कि what was your name? Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? 2 हो गए. Did anyone want to kill you? 3 सवाल. Who did you work for? 4था सवाल. और फिर बाद में से इसमें से कुछ तो पूछेंगे. What was your name? पीनिया अथेनिया. ओह, अरे ये तो जिंदा थी पीनिया अथेना, राइट? अरे ये एल्फ से तो मैंने बात की है. या साउंड्स एल्वन. हार्ट स्टार्ट्स पंपिंग हार्डर. डिडंट यू दैट्स एल्फ यू दैट यस यू ओके क्लेरिक. आई नो दिस एल्फ. His cough's good one. I like you would mingle with the elves. Nervously adjust your helmet. His eyes go back and forth between you and the cops. You are serious. I met an elf with that name. When exactly? On a ledge upper Tolstad. Okay, you were there or maybe you weren't. Sorry to say. What the hell just happened? ये जो elf है ना, उसे हम मिले थे and टी शॉप उसके पहले ही फट चुका था. So how is she alive? What? Sorry to say, I don't remember seeing any elf up there. I only know Nessun. But last time I checked, she was very much alive. I've been tricked. Those elves sure are sneaky. Maybe I'm mistaken. This is truly an esoteric event. I would normally just say you are misremembering. Nahi. Pinia Athena, I remember her name. I remember her name distinctly. Like a dead elf in the tea shop that blew up. Like a cleric rising out of the river to complete a divine quest. Like an election set to happen and no one seemingly acknowledging the corrupt nature of the system that's completely overtaking our lives. That is also true. I was going to suggest the Mule Town incident, but sure. 4 questions remaining. ठीक है? ठीक है. This changes everything then. What? तो ये पीनिया आते ना, इससे मैंने बात की थी. ये लेवल 1 कुछ ड्वार्फ थी, उसके बारे में हमें सब पता चला था. अभी आई एम नॉट रिमेम्बरिंग कि उसके बारे में हमें क्या पता चला, क्योंकि उसका पूरा जो बिहोल्ड वाला जो स्क्रीन है ना, वो मैंने पढ़ा था, बट अभी याद नहीं आ रहा कि मैंने क्या पढ़ा था उसके बारे में. Why were you in the tea shop when it exploded? ये पूछना था, right? A planned meeting with my friend. Okay. A freelance hag added, a freelance hag updated, the lovely hag. Snell gives you a look. So we gotta find a hag now. This is getting messy. That's 2, 3 more remaining. Who killed you? How did you live? Where did you die? What was the meeting you had planned in the tea shop? ये पूछ सकता हूँ मैं यार, ये एक्चुअली ये पता है कि क्या, पर ठीक से. डिड एनीवन वांट टू किल यू, मुझे वो पूछना है कि हु किल्ड यू तो नहीं बोल सकते. वेयर डिड यू लिव? डिड एनीवन वांट टू किल यू, ये पूछ लेते हैं. इट वाज अ सेल, अ नेगोशिएशन विथ माय फ्री स्टार्टर कॉन्टैक्ट. ओ इंटरेस्टिंग. 3 hours 2 more. ठीक है, ये पता चल गया मुझे. No, everyone loves me. Great, we have got a damn saint on our hands. Unless elves being sarcastic, can corpses be sarcastic? I wish everyone loved me. Whisper to yourself. Holy. I wish everyone loved me. They can lie during answers if they want to. Right, do you? He leans in to whisper, do you think she did? Whispering for a good reason. If he had said that aloud, it would have counted as a question for the cops. Oh, smart bhai. Smart banda Snell bhai. Snell is a smart banda. It's an elf, of course it will lie. I believe in the dead elf. No clue, next question. Yeah, sure. One question left, make it count. Who did you work for? ये तो पता है मुझे, ये इसके लिए काम करती थी, वो जो पिजन वाला बंदा है ना, उसके लिए. What is the meaning of life? What? How did you live? Where did you die? Who actually came to this meeting? Oh, this is also cool. And who killed you? इसको नहीं पता है, right? Not. Not? Not the one expected. You see Snell mouth and it was the ruined body convulses, suit and charred flesh crackling and creasing. The state. Huh? One of her hands burnt and stale attempts to unfurl its fingers. ठीक है. It breaks as it does, black dust falling to the table, but it is clear she is attempting to point it was you. What? We went to meet her? No, right? No shot. We did. No, 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 no. Then how did this happen? मतलब हम डूबने से पहले इसको मिलने गए थे, या फिर ये कब हुआ है, ये इवेंट्स कब हुए हैं? What the hell? Oh my. Okay. Bruh. Hold on. Cinema है भाई ये game. What the hell? The cop's mouth stiffens once more and the mimicking of life ends. Oh no, that is 5. Okay. Alright, cool. What did we learn? It's an elf. That's true, it's an elf that everybody loves very, very much. An elf that you met at some point, apparently, but whoever showed up wasn't her friend instead. He gives you a solid stare. She said it was you. I was not at the tea shop during the explosion. You don't suspect me, do you? I have an alibi. Not at the tea shop during the explosion, yeah. But did you know this elf or what? The towers, my patriarch can vouch for me even if he really doesn't like me. The elf must be mistaken. Snell, I saw the elf after the explosion. I was resurrected. ये मैंने देखा है. I saw the elf after the. Well, that's not possible. What, she got a twin? I'm thinking more of a ghost encounter. It was an esoteric event. I think you were there, weren't you? I'm not sure, Cleric. You get up to a lot of weird shit. अच्छा टावर्स, अरे ये नहीं था, ये बाद में मिला, ये मुझे शाम में मिला था, मुझे सुबह ही वो मिली थी ये वाली एल्फ. अरे ये होना चाहिए था यार स्नेल मेरे साथ. What the hell is this then? I was resurrected by your master. Yeah, true. We sent for you. You are clearly not on Toastad at the time. And someone is obviously trying really hard not to let you investigate all this. Truly, it's really annoying. Yeah. Thanks for believing in me. No problem. My guess is it's another agent of the state responsible. What? The elf points at you or tries to and says, you are the one. So, one she saw at the tea shop. कोई तो हमें impersonate कर रहा था probably. Yeah, no, she means a cleric on an earth guard or something like that, 100%. That makes a lot more sense than me having amnesia. I'm not the one who I was starting to doubt my own sanity there for a second. Yeah, it's not like memory changing spells doesn't exist, but it's too much. Gotta follow the simplest answer and that's not you being a secret bad guy. So now we look for more clues. Frank, son of Frank the witness, we got to find that effort. Okay? Let's follow the leads. Some interesting stuff to think about. The goblin nods, then gives you a thumbs up. Nice job on that spell, Cleric. Give him a thumbs up back and then leave. ठीक है. I'm taking that off him for sure. विस्कन तो कुछ बताएगा नहीं भाई, विस्कन फालतू बंदा है. So ये एल्फ वाला विस्कन गेव पोस्टमार्टम. ओके ठीक है, इससे बात कर सकते हैं क्या फिर विस्कन से? चोरी तो नहीं करेंगे भाई. ओह माय गॉड, दैट इज अ ट्रूली a good कुछ तो है उसके पास, but handyman he has a thing for, oh, he lifts his it slightly, reading the text. An economic accord, how quaint. The free study need your help, local entrepreneur. I have to help agent Veera. I know very well about the free way of business in the East. I have no interest dealing with these methods unless I am forced to in the event of governmental shift, which considering you have been instructed in handing this out is most likely what is going to happen. Thus, I will indeed most likely sign in this in the end. Okay? He is being a bitch about it. Who cares? The future is coming, old man. And that should be it. Now you head back to the Askani Reeds SQ. Don't sound too happy about that. It is the way of things. I much prefer the rule of Earth. Oh, okay. He is a nationalist, I think, nationalist supporter. He's also so-called meteoritic capitalistic society of reeds is based on foul bureaucracy, nothing else. I will manage it well, but in principle, I will stew in resentment. Yeah, same here. He meets your fist in the air, then he places the paper on his desk among many other documents. It's that all. Okay. I can do that. I think I can do it probably now. Oh, failure. Can I do it once more? Please, 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 please. I can. Please, please, please. Let me do it once more. Oh, 19. There we go. You stand there mulling over all you know of this strange pale mortician when your attention is drawn to the air around you. It is damp and dry and cold, piercing through your chainmail, leaving you with an uncomfortable feeling. A feeling appears locked with this place, the tower. Close your eyes, focusing intensely on that feeling around you. It's not natural, it's very much esoteric. A negative energy flow permeates this place to its core. All of it is focused around a single point, the pale man. By the gods, he is covered in negative energy. Even worse, it emanates from him. This is no human. What you are looking at here is but the thin disguise of a creature, most foul, most powerful. No more spellcaster, no more arcanist, no more wizard. Viscan is a lich, an unliving, everlasting bastion of esoteric power. Learn from this creature. Abomination. Like an actual lich, the eat your soul and play with your bones type lich. Yes, you are afraid so. What do I do with this information? You have no choice other way. Try to deal with this directly or contact relevant authorities. You can just also walk away. No worse for fear. This needs to be reported to Coin Lord Darrow. He is the highest city official. Told that if he was available, you should investigate this further. But what if? Don't mean to interrupt, Cleric, but what you been standing here in silence for almost 5 minutes now? Anything else you wanted? Thank you. Bye. So this dude is a lich. Okay? और हमें ये पता था क्योंकि हमने एक लिच से नीचे बात की है, वो वहाँ एक केव में रहता है, राइट? एंड ही टोल्ड अस दैट ही इज आल्सो समवॉट ऑफ अ सेम टाइप ऑफ अ पर्सन, राइट? ये जो विस्कन है, तो वी शुड हैव गॉटन द आइडिया दैट ही इज आल्सो लिक, जो लिच जो भी है. सो दीज आर वाइल्ड क्रीचर्स हु ईट्स योर सोल्स, राइट? So he should not be present doing stuff with the dead bodies, I think. Am I right or am I right? I think. Oh, इसके पास क्या है यार? I wish I can steal these things यार. ये क्या है? Empty Efriti bottle. Okay. Oh, ये helmet भी क्या सही है यार? I wish I could just steal it off her. But ये महंगा रहेगा यार helmet. कितना है वैसे इसका dexterity check कितना है? 13 ही है. I can probably do that. I can. Let's do that na. Why should we not try at least? Oh, there we go. Hail liya. Bye bye. Thank you for the business, I guess. Hey Riyansh. Hi. How you doing, man? क्या चल रहा है? Oh, someone is here though. ये मैंने देखा है पहले. ये assassins है क्या? रुको. मिडनाइट इश तो आ गए हम यहाँ पे. ठीक है. +1 strength, +1 charisma, -1 wisdom, -1 intelligence. I think this is good for us, I think, rather than this. But anyways, it's a good helmet to have, I would say. ये खुल नहीं रहा है, बट स्लीपिंग फॉर सर्विस कम बैक आफ्टर मिडनाइट। ठीक है, मिडनाइट तो ये ना वो कल्ट का ये एरिया लग रहा है मुझे फॉर सम रीजन। ओके, रिमेंबर, यस यस आई रिमेंबर भाई, आई हैव सीन योर मैसेजेस एंड ऑन चैट एज वेल। यस यस, आई मीन ऑन द शॉर्ट। यस यस आई रिमेंबर। व्हाट गेम्स डू यू प्ले? क्या अच्छा लगता है तुझे, कौन से गेम्स खेलता है और क्या अच्छा लगता है तुझे? दीज गाइज आर स्टिल हियर, ये तो बार में थे राइट वहाँ पे। ओके, आई थिंक अप टू द रूफ। रूफ पे तो नहीं जाना है, मैं जाना चाहता हूँ लेडी सेज लीफ के पास। आई थिंक शी वुड बी स्टिल अप, आई थिंक तो उसके पास ही जाता है, विस्कन के पास से ही जाना चाहिए था फिर। दैट वाज द शॉर्टकट। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, नो इश्यूज आई गेस, विस्कन तो पास में ही है। मुझे फ्री स्टार्टर्स के पास भी जाना है, तो वो भी देखते हैं। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, आई शुड टॉक टू कॉइन लॉर्ड डैरो, बट इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़ आई गेस। वो अवेलेबल भी नहीं है वैसे भी। और ये चूहे हैं यहाँ पे। ये है उसका एरिया। ओके, आई वांट टू आस्क दैट यू आर इंटरेस्टेड और नॉट। नहीं नहीं भाई, अभी तो मैं मतलब आई एम डूइंग इट ऑन माई सेल्फ, सो ठीक है भाई। अगर लगेगी हेल्प आई वुड आस्क यू, बट राइट नाउ नॉट दैट interested. Thank you, thank you. Cleric, the lady leans back in her throne. You have returned. About the tea shop, is this your garden? Uh, ये तो पूछा है about the tea shop. हाँ, well. Her eyes focus in on you, and the room seems to shrink. Go on, Cleric. Snell takes a deep breath next to you. There was a dead elf. She lifts. अरे ये बता भी दिया. She lifts her head, gives you a cold expression. It is an elf. The corpse was heavily damaged, but what should be done? What should be done with the body? You think? It's an elf. Slumps in her throne, pondering for a moment. Okay. हाँ, yes, yes. A headache into migraine. She groans. Elves Ilium, obviously. May their forest burn for bringing such chaos to my streets. तो ये elf जो मिली है, she is dead and इनके एरिया में मरी है, so they are also more responsible for this event. ठीक है। मैंने तुझे गेम्स के बारे में पूछा था। हाँ, यस यस, कौन से खेलता है भाई वैसे? May their forest burn for bringing such chaos to my streets. Her word strikes fear into your spine. Yes, anything new to report? Convince her that you are an idiot. Okay. Present the full story to Lady Sageleaf. Okay. Should I though? Archival knowledge. Saw blue flames. Veera spoke of blue flames. Owner left before explosion. The elf had a gold chain in her hands. ठीक है. Hold on, can I just play dumb? A brooch survived the flame. The tea machine thing was active at the time of explosion. A metal door was melted off its hinges. There were 9 explosions. A copy of the Undercommon survived the flames. Okay. What if I walk away? Actually, I need to investigate more. तो बताते हैं यार, मुझे लग रहा है कि बताना चाहिए, क्योंकि डैरो भी इसके बारे में भी तो पता नहीं है हमें कि ये एक्चुअली क्या है। ठीक है ठीक है, रुको रुको, क्या फालतू रूल्स आ रहे हैं यार इसमें इसके बारे में तो पता ही नहीं चल रहा है यार। ठीक है, लेट्स टॉक टू हर। आई थिंक बता देते हैं इसको। ये तो होगा 26 हुआ है। ठीक है, यस। You go over the details, the broad strokes, putting the events into a clear chronological order. Lady Sageleaf listens patiently as you explain it all. The tea shop owner was not there, but the elf was, and the elf clearly had a reason to sit in the closed tea shop. The elf was in possession of a fully stocked necklace of fireballs. ये तो हमें भी नहीं पता है कि ये श्योर शॉट है क्या. The goblin chieftain lips curl into a slight smile, which then turns into a grim frown. Go on. She finds your explanation intellectually stimulating. Time to lay out the entire plot from the beginning. One thing that didn't make sense to me from the start was why a tea shop? Why indeed? He glances between his queen and yourself. Careful now, you know the truth, you understand it. No one meant to blow the tea shop. It was an accident, a deal gone wrong. It was an assassination. It was an overkill. It was to send a message. You can't say for sure, not right now. No, not until whoever procured this necklace of fireballs is within my grasp. Okay? Do not believe for a second this was a planned attack. There are too many important targets so close. So close. Okay. Had it been simple spell, perhaps. Snell, do you know how rare this artifact is? This necklace of fireballs. Exceedingly rare, my lady. Perhaps not a single bead. Those float around the coast from time to time. Still expensive, but remnants of the coast of war. ठीक है, coast war. ठीक है. Each bead it detonated together would result in a blast increasing in power. ठीक है. 1 level per bead. तो 9 थे वो. ओके, इसलिए वो 9 लेवल का फायरबॉल था. ठीक है. 1 level per bead and it starts on 3rd level as many normal fireballs should. तो वो level 12 था क्या? हाँ, about 9th level. Yes, cleric. Her smile widens. 11th level. हाँ, 11th. Oh boy. By Earth, simple math, the goblin says, looking concerned. That मैंने भी वही बोला कि 12 रहेंगे या 11 रहेंगे, बट वहाँ पे ऑप्शन ही नहीं था. ठीक है. स्किल इशू. Isn't that? अरे यार, ये मच्छर की ना फालतू में तंग करते हैं यार. Isn't that against the rules of magic? That's some arcanist Earth pray tale. Okay. She scoffs loudly and with an air of annoyance. I'm just impressed that woven masonry still stands. I assumed such power would tear reality itself asunder. But no, it's simply scorched a lot hotter. I should mention there was a gold chain in the hand of the elf. A gold chain, as in that must be the necklace then. Actually survived the blast. Okay, okay, हाँ 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 हाँ. फिर वो necklace of fireball ही था. It turned to dust after it was removed from the corpse. The goblin chieftain clicks her tongue and leans back in her throne. Interesting, once spent, the core chain must have retained some magic, until trifled with, of course. The lady glances to Snell, then back to you. Well done, you have convinced me of the perspective, for now at least. Grows silent and begins twirling ring on her fingers. How is the cleric's health, Snell? Health, my lady? Do you believe he could require some magical assistance? Well, mutters and gives you a good look. Yeah. Ooh, ring of regeneration. She takes off the ring and tosses it to you. Wield it well, human. It will keep you up and running. Thank you, my lady. She leans on her claw and glares at you. This joint venture is not yet finished, Snell cleric. Yes, my lady. The tea shop that blew up completed. You need to find the responsible party and bring them to justice. ओके, तो मेन क्वेस्ट अपनी जो है उसका हमें पता चल गया, बट हु एक्चुअली डिड इट वो अभी ढूंढना है. आई एम मोर ऑफ अ ट्रायल काइंड ऑफ गाय देन जस्ट स्विफ्ट justice kind of guy. Then bring me someone for trial. The elf might be dead, but I'm certain whoever is responsible here is not. Speak with the relevant parties, find out everything about this elf. Locate this missing witness, the Frank son of Frank, dressed in yellow, fake name or not. If he can be found, you must do it. And then there's question to the poor fool drummer, of course. Hiding in warehouse of Waterlane view. Did you know? She leans in saying, and what did the bird say? Will discovered an illegal smuggling my operation, my lady. A what? A bird couldn't have run it himself. I could he? I took his papers. Drummer cannot leave the city, at least not in any official capacity. Took his papers. We'll see what he does now. I took his papers. He's yours to do with as you see fit, lady. Sage leaf. Drummer cannot leave the city, at least not in official capacity. Good. He might still sleep on through, but this way he'll at least be less easier to catch. Least be easier to catch. Okay. She leans back in her throne. We'll make sure to attempt to catch him, Snell. Already sent word. We'll do our best. Of course you will. The very least, the bird was found, and this adds to the full picture. Who doesn't hate the freestriders? They are not so bad. Freestrider myself, I am not. Hand her the papers. Take care of him. Snatches them quickly and tosses them to the side of the throne. Good, that will make things easier. ठीक है. You serve well, cleric. The goblin chieftain gives you a wicked grin. Who doesn't? They're not so bad. A foolish statement. She scoffs. Now what else? That's all for now. उसके बारे में और कुछ पता है क्या हमें? Any more info on the missing witness, this Frank, son of Frank? Not much. Some whispers about a man dressed in yellow rushing downwards. As he fled the city below, the fellow's probably dead or dying in that case. ठीक है. Either find him. ठीक है. She groans. There were words of certain elf making friends with political circles here on Tolstad. I'm assuming this is the one. और वो ग्रॉम भी नहीं पता हमें, वो जो नाइट ग्रॉम इसने उसे बोला एफ दैट नाइट. ठीक है, वो नाइट भी कुछ तो लिंक्ड है फिर इससे. Just speaking with those connected, the Asgals for their involvement, the tea shop Wisken for the post-mortem. ठीक है. ठीक है. We got a lot of more info than we expected. तो स्नेल अभी तक अपने साथ ही है. ओके, आई थिंक इससे बात करूँ क्या? इसके पास ये है डेक्सटरिटी 5. The elf looks you up and down as approach. Human, we found an elf in the tea shop. One of your friends? He normally wide smile fades. And Ilium, I presume. I do not consult with their kind. I am afraid I cannot help in any way, apart from offering you a free piece of advice, a tip if you will. Please do. She makes a coughing-ish sound. Tread carefully. The roots of Ilium grow far and deep. They will strangle you given the chance. Do not anger the Mendrus shadow. Got it. I will be careful. ठीक है. तो ये एल्फ है बट शी डजंट नो अबाउट हर. सभी तो अभी डिनाई करेंगे जब तक हम ढूंढेंगे नहीं और इनके बारे में. एवरीवन वुड डिनाई दिस थिंग्स. एक्यूजेशंस ही बोलेंगे ये लोग. सेक्रेट रिवर फाइट्स अगेंस्ट बेडरॉक्स. ठीक है. ओके ओके ओके. ये क्या है? ओ ठीक है. 7 crowns, we will take it, I think. Oh, ये कौन बंदा है? Who the hell is this guy? And what is this? This could lead anywhere. रुको रुको रुको, पहले इसको ढूंढते हैं. ये क्या है? और Embedded in the garden monument है. ठीक है. Even smoother, you find that not all cores. Okay. Sculptors speak, but they are not smoothen out. Mortal hands, but by magical precision. You realize this was the most certainly an esoterically constructed art piece. What's more, you do feel the outline of the script symbols, runes. Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. तो इसे पावर मिलेंगी क्या? The symbols do not, मतलब spells मिलेंगे क्या कोई? The symbols do not mean anything to you. Okay, okay. If you had comprehend languages, you could understand the script. Okay, okay, okay. तो वो उसके पास है ना comprehend languages. रुको 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 रुको. उससे मैं चुराता हूँ ना फिर. We are not buying anything from anyone. गई है क्या वो? नहीं है ना, है ना, है ना, वो तो है. ठीक है. Let's save for a bit and then attempt it. भाऊ congrats me. ले लिया. बता अब ले लिया क्या? नाइस भाई, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस आर इन ऑर्डर एंड ऑल्सो अ पार्टी आई थिंक. ठीक है ठीक है. ओ 20 यार डेक्सटरिटी चेक. दिस इज अ हार्डर चेक. रुको रुको रुको, जस्ट इन केस इफ वी मेस इट अप. ओ यार 18 जस्ट एंड. ओ ये तोड़ देगा कार. ठीक है. ये नहीं यार, मुझे एक बार ट्राई करता हूँ ये वापस से, क्योंकि आई वांट दैट स्पेल. बाय तो नहीं करेंगे हम क्योंकि कॉइन ही नहीं है इतने बाय करने के लिए. Probably I would have bought it if I had more coin. 13. Just और कल तोड़ेगा हमें वापस से। ठीक है। इट इज लॉक्ड। ओह माय गॉड, ये लॉक भी करते हैं क्या? बता क्या हुआ, क्या चल रहा है? Why such suspense, brother? Oh, 3. Oh my god, this is even worse. पहले तो मिला तो था एटलीस्ट। Should I add everything to dexterity and then try? एक बार कर लेते ना वैसा, so that would be easy. मतलब अभी के लिए जस्ट, so that would make things easier for us. ये क्या हो रहा है? डेक्सटेरिटी डेक्सटेरिटी डेक्सटेरिटी, ये दे रहा है डेक्सटेरिटी। ये क्या दे रहा है? वो +2 डेक्सटेरिटी। ओके। नहीं नहीं, यस, नहीं 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 ना, हाँ ये चाहिए। ओके। ओ दीज आर hella गुड। +15 हो गया है। ओके ठीक है। टोकन रख के लिए और 95% विल बाय। ओके ओके, नाइस भाई, नाइस नाइस, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर श्योर। और मतलब अभी जाके आया क्या हो? ओ इजी, खेल लिया भाई, थैंक यू। सो दैट्स द वे टू डू इट आई थिंक। तो डेक्सटेरिटी अपनी बैलेंस्ड है ना, तो इसके वजह से हुआ। ओके नाउ आई कैन चेंज माई स्टफ वंस अगेन एंड थोड़ा बैलेंस बिल्ड बना लेते हैं, क्योंकि डेक्सटेरिटी हाई है ठीक है, बट वी नीड आवर स्ट्रेंथ एज वेल। 2 क्रॉसबो तो यूज़ नहीं कर सकते वैसे भी, बट ये एक्चुअली अच्छा है यार। +1 इंटेलिजेंस +1 विजडम, ठीक है। थैंक्स फॉर योर ओपिनियन टू। अरे इट वॉज योर डिसीजन भाई, एवरी बिट ऑफ योर डिसीजन एंड वी आर जस्ट टू गाइड यू थ्रू द प्रोसेस। ये रीजनरेट करता है HP राइट। आई नीड समथिंग टू ऐड स्ट्रेंथ। स्ट्रेंथ किससे ऐड होगी? इससे। +1 डेक्स हो रहा है प्लस, ठीक है। दिस लुक्स गुड। करिश्मा तो मार खा रहा है अपनी, तो ठीक है। अभी एम्प्टी फीड स्लॉट, व्हाट? अनलॉक फीड्स बाय कंप्लीटिंग क्वेस्ट ब्रांचेस, ठीक है। तो ये अभी तक नहीं हुआ है हमारा। ये जनरेट रीजनरेशन कर लगा के रखते हैं, क्योंकि वी वुड नीड दैट। भाई बहुत सारी चीज़ें चुरा रहा था मैं। और तुझे पता है क्या, वुड यू लाइक टू हियर अबाउट द स्टोरी अबाउट द गेम? बहुत सिनेमा स्टोरी है बाय द वे, एंड यू वुड बी शॉक्ड कि क्या क्या हुआ पास्ट। आई वुड सजेस्ट कि तू जाके देख, बट इट वुड बी अ लॉट मोर टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, सो आई वुड टेल यू कि क्या हुआ। सो बेसिकली हमें जो कल एक एल्फ मिली थी राइट, वो टी शॉप में, इफ़ यू रिमेंबर। तो वो एल्फ जो मिली ना, तो मैंने वो उसके ऊपर स्पीक डेड करके वो जो मिला था ना मुझे कल स्पेल, तो आई यूज़ दैट। तो उससे पता चला कि हमने जिससे डे 1 में बात की थी ना, जो एक एल्फ थी हमें जो डे 1 पे मिली थी, वो एल्फ ही वो थी जो वो टी शॉप फटने के बाद मरी थी। बट टी शॉप तो बाद पहले फटा था राइट। वी मेट द एल्फ आफ्टर वी गॉट रेजरेक्टेड एंड मतलब टी शॉप से बाहर निकलने, मतलब अपना रिजरेक्शन होने के बाद, मतलब हम बाहर निकले तभी हम एल्फ से मिले राइट। तो एल्फ जो हमें डे 1 पे मिली थी बाहर, सो हाउ इट इज पॉसिबल दैट हर डेड बॉडी इज इनसाइड द टी शॉप दैट हैज एक्सप्लोडेड ऑलरेडी? और ऑल्सो वो जो मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, वो जो एल्फ थी ना, शी वॉज वर्किंग फॉर दैट बर्ड जो बर्ड हमें मिला था, वो क्रेट में था जो बर्ड, तो उसके लिए वर्क कर रही थी एज अ, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एज अ, मतलब वो ट्रेडिंग, क्या बोलते हैं, स्मगलिंग रिंग चला रहा था, तो उसमें वो काम कर रही थी। एंड दैट्स वाई, मतलब उसका कुछ तो डील ऑफ हुआ और उसमें वो मरी है। तो हमने जब पूछा ना कि हु किल्ड यू, तो उसने हमारी तरफ पॉइंट आउट किया कि हमने मारा है करके। बट आई अज्यूम दैट हमने नहीं मारा है एक्चुअली, क्योंकि हम तो टोलस्टैड पे थे ही नहीं, ये जो सिटी है वहाँ पे थे ही नहीं। वी वर इन द वाटर, ओके। सो हमारे जैसी एक कोई क्लेरिक है जिसने वो किया था, ओके। सो वो एक्चुअली मिलने आई थी एक हैग से, एक विच है जिससे मिलने आई थी, जो स्मगलिंग में उसकी हेल्प कर रही थी। एंड शी वांटेड टू बाय सम आइटम्स ऑफ हर, तो उसके लिए वो टी शॉप में मिले थे, ओके। बट कुछ तो डील ऑफ हुई और वो क्लेरिक हमें दिखा रही है, बट समवन लाइक अ क्लेरिक किल्ड हर। सो प्रोबेबली पता नहीं कौन है जिसने मारा है, तो उसको ढूंढना है हमें। और ऑल्सो ये जो विटनेस है जो एक भागा था वहां से, उसको भी हमें ढूंढना है, राइट। तो ये सब लोगों को ढूंढना है, और स्टोरी बहुत सही जा रही है अभी के इसमें, आई वुड से। ये मुझे ढूंढना है, बट पहले ना स्पेल सीखना पड़ेगा। आई कॉल्ड यू एंड कार्तिक फर्स्ट और टुक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड कंसिडरेशन फुली एंड देन आस्क्ड माय पेरेंट्स। हाँ, यस यस, बट कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस भाई, पूरा डिसीजन तो तेरा ही था बाद में। हाय स्वॉट, हाय, क्या चल रहा है? खेलते हैं, एक घंटे में, एक आधे घंटे में खेलते हैं फोर्टनाइट, फॉर श्योर। एक बार मुझे ये वाला दिन कंप्लीट करने तो हो जाएगा मेरा अभी कंप्लीट, एंड देन वी कैन प्ले फोर्टनाइट। ये सीखना है मुझे। हाउ कैन आई रिमूव दिस स्पेल? कोई तो एक निकालना पड़ेगा। प्रिपेयर स्पेल्स करना है मुझे। हाँ, ओके। अभी वी कैन प्रिपेयर, ठीक है। ब्लेस, कॉम्प्रेंड लैंग्वेजेस, क्योर वुंड्स, क्योर वुंड्स नहीं चाहिए। अलाइनमेंट, इन्फ्लिक्ट वुंड्स, शील्ड ऑफ फेथ, स्पीक विद एनिमल्स, प्रेयर ऑफ हीलिंग, स्पीक विद डेड। और कोई तो ठेल गया था क्या? उसको भी ढूंढना है शायद। सो के उठा अभी, लॉल। योटे खेल रहा था, हाँ मैंने देखा तेरा डिस्कॉर्ड पे। गुड मॉर्निंग प्रिंसेस। एनहांस एबिलिटी ले लेते क्या? एनहांस एबिलिटी ले लेते फॉर, मुझे लग रहा है वुड बी यूजफुल। एंड मुझे इस पे, ये चीज़ पे आई कैन यूज comprehend languages. Casting the spell, infuse your fingers with a tingling sensation. You trace out the symbols on the surface of the rock. These ancient glyphs suddenly rearrange in your mind. You understand it perfectly. Students, brother, followers, lay down your arms, your soul, your ego. The gates remain open. No god shall close them. Enter Liline location. Offer your mind. Stay put on the string. Liline location, that seems like a poorly translated noun. This could be a gate era, could very well be message from the keepers of Yor themselves. Okay, it's a rock. Good rock, great even. What's with this stuff, Snell? Norvik is built upon layers and layers of ruins. One of those layers, one of the oldest, were snail folk, the Tulin cattle. Okay. आफ्टरनून स्लीप हिट्स डिफरेंट, फॉर श्योर इट हिट्स डिफरेंट। मुझे भी बहुत, मतलब क्या ही रेस्ट मिलता है, इटरनल रेस्ट। मुझे इवनिंग स्लीप, पूरा आफ्टरनून तो खेला। ओके ओके ओके। आज स्ट्रीम नहीं आ पाया, टुडे वाज बिजी। अरे कोई बात नहीं यार, इट्स ओके। एंड काम था यार, मतलब आई नो दैट। दिस इज फाइन। टेल मी योर सीक्रेट्स, डैम इट, पंच द मॉन्यूमेंट। वी शुड नॉट हैव डन दैट। अभी एचपी जाएगा। यू ऑल राइट रॉक, यू आर ऑल राइट। आई एम नॉट पर्सुएसिव इनफ स्नेल, आई कैन सी दैट। ठीक है। ओ आई गॉट द, ओके, शार्ड ऑफ योर मिला फॉर, मतलब मुझसे चोरी करवाई फॉर सम रीजन इसके लिए। और क्या मिला है? शार्ड ऑफ योर, वाओ वाओ। और लेवल 1 स्पेल ठिल गया मेरे से, ओके। हाँ, अभी मुझे जाना है अस्कानी रीड्स के वो ट्रेडिंग एचक्यू में। और योटे कैसे लग रहा है तुझे? मतलब नया अपडेट कैसे लग रहा है? मैंने देखा सुबह, मस्त लग रहा है यार, गेम तो सही लग रहा है। मतलब अपडेट तो सही दिख रहा है वो। गेम तो वैसे भी मस्ती है वो, बट द अपडेट इज ऑल्सो गुड आई वुड से। अरे यार मुझे नीचे जाना है। ओके यहाँ से नहीं। अस्कानी रीड्स में कैसे जाते हैं यार? ये थोड़ी सिटी ना रात को। और ये देख स्वॉट, यहाँ पे भी वो आंखें दिख रही है तुझे? मुझे लग रहा है ना ये रात को आना है यहाँ पे, तो ये कल्ट हिट का जो क्वेश्चन है वो यहाँ पे है। दिख रहा है क्या? ये देख, ये वाला जो हमें आंखें दिखी थी, राइट? यू रिमेम्बर? इट्स ओके, नो इट्स अमेजिंग, वेरी चैलेंजिंग दो। ओके ओके ओके। एल्डन ऑन। ओके ओके। बट मिले मलेनिया से ज्यादा ये है, हार्ड है। आई एम नहीं लग रहा मुझे मलेनिया से हार्ड है, तो प्रोबेबली आई आई वुड से इट्स हार्डर देन एल्डन। नहीं तो भाई मलेनिया इज लॉट टफर। मलेनिया मलेनिया मिलेनिया जो भी बोलो उसको। मेलिना, शी हैज अ लॉट ऑफ नेम्स। आई प्लेड ऑन ब्रॉन्ज। ये क्या हुआ है ब्रॉन्ज? उसमें भी लेयर्स है क्या? मतलब कुछ ऐसा है, मतलब टीयर्स है क्या? यार 4 डिफरेंट लेवल्स आफ्टर दैट। ओके 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 ओके। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। अरे यहाँ पे आ गए हम यार, व्हाट द हेल। मुझे एक्चुअली जाना है, ठीक है। यहाँ से भी है एक्चुअली रास्ता, ठीक है। यार ये वाटर लेन के लिए जाने के लिए क्या बीटी है यार यहाँ से जाने के लिए? अ, यहाँ से नहीं यार, वाटर लेन के लिए यहाँ से नहीं है प्रोबेबली। मुझे भी याद नहीं आ रहा है अभी रास्ता। हाँ यहाँ से ही है। यहाँ से जा सकते हैं, ये वाला रोड जाता है प्रोबेबली, इफ़ आई रिमेम्बर इट करेक्टली। प्रोबेबली 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 प्रोबेबली। नहीं 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 यार, वाटर लेन 12 बजे से पहले जाना है यार वाटर लेन। ये भी नहीं है। और वो साड़ा जो आ, इसमें जो है, क्या उसका नाम है, ये विटनेस जो है, उसकी भी क्वेस्ट। ओ ये भी टेक रूट कर सकते हैं, तो ये बाद में करता हूँ, रुको। टेक रूट, ये जो विटनेस कहाँ पे था क्या वो विटनेस मेरा? ये कंप्लीट हो चुका, ठीक है। वी गॉट अ डेट बेसिकली, ठीक है। ओके ओके ओके। कहाँ गया वो विटनेस वाला क्वेस्ट? सर्कल स्क्वायर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, मिल्क्यूरियस, इलेक्शन वीक, मिसिंग पैलाडिन। मिसिंग पैलाडिन तो कुछ नहीं मिला है मुझे मिसिंग पैलाडिन के बारे में। व्हाट द हेल। इतने सारे क्वेस्ट है ना, मैं किसका लोगो कैसे दिखता है वो भी भूल जाता हूँ। ये हैग वाला क्वेस्ट है, इसके बारे में तो कुछ पता ही नहीं है। वैल्करी के बारे में उसे भी मुझे देखना है। हाँ ये स्टार विटनेस, ये वाला फ्रैंक सन ऑफ फ्रैंक, इसको ढूंढना है मुझे, ठीक है। तो लेवल कितना ये, इतने कम डिफिकल्टी पे ही इतना हार्ड है तू बोल रहा है? तो फिर बहुत टफ होगा यार, अगर मतलब आगे के लेवल्स तो बहुत टफ हो गए अगर ये इतने पे ही अगर ये गेम टफ है तो, वो गेम टफ है तो। यार मुझे याद क्यों नहीं आ रहा है ये रास्ता कहाँ से जाता है वाटर लेन के लिए? प्रोबेबली थ्रू हियर एज वेल, देयर इज अ रोड टू गो टू वाटर लेन थ्रू हियर आई थिंक। आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिमेम्बर। ऊपर से है क्या? एक क्लॉक टावर से है, राइट? इफ आई रिमेम्बर इट करेक्टली। हाँ यहाँ से है ना। अरे चैट रिलोड करनी पड़ेगी क्या? एक चैट ना, एक मिनट, हाँ एक मिनट। हर बार रिलोड करनी पड़ती है? नहीं नहीं नहीं, ठीक है। क्लाइम द लैडर अगेन, ठीक है। डिसेंड द लैडर होना चाहिए वैसे तो, ठीक है। क्योंकि क्लाइम तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, वी आर डिसेंडिंग द लैडर। But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. ये फालतू से बात की थी. हाँ ये ही है डॉकयार्ड. ठीक है, आ गए हम. एरिया में तो आ गए. ओके. ये कौन है बंदे? नाइस आउटफिट. अ क्लेरिक. बैड न्यूज़. ठीक है. वी आर नॉट वेलकम हियर आई थिंक. हाय नंदिनी, हाय. क्या चल रहा है? ये है ना अस्कानी फ्री ट्रेड. आ गए हम. ओह, हु आर दीज गाइस? ये कौन है? व्हाट इज दिस थिंग? भाई मैं सेव कर लेता हूँ. मुझे डर लगता है ऐसे कुछ चीजें देखता हूँ ना मैं इस गेम में. इज दिस थिंग यो? एम्बेसडर इविक्स लूबन. द हेल इज दिस थिंग? 18. We know everything. I think एक पैराग्राफ नहीं समझा बस. The light blinds you even among celestials. This creature is powerful. It seems out of place. Why would he be the ambassador of Golden Horde? Uh, why would an ambassador of the Golden Horde be here? Why would this creature of such great and bright force even be here? It doesn't make any sense. Anti-Sepalian, a creature who was ancient before this world was created. What stands before you is no ambassador. This is a close servant of an outer power. That is why your body recoils even when the light appears to signal nothing but be not afraid to your senses. What is this decayed solar? Bhai Sahab. We are not talking with him. Oh, I have never done this to Snell. Oh, why? Skill issue. I'll be in and out. ठीक है चलेगा. How lovely of you to join us, Cleric. The orc nods towards the shining beacon of the guest floating in the front of the fireplace. You should speak with him. I think we should not, I think. Can I just take this and leave? Veera isn't around. भाई वीरा तो नहीं हिल रही यहाँ से. इससे बात करने में डर लग रहा है मुझे. Entering the AR trading company greets you with a blinding sight. Okay. A celestial being wrought in a radiant light. A cleric arriving exactly when I need you. This is the ambassador of the Golden Horde. The light reaches out to you as a voice forms in your mind. Do not fear the light. Ours do not disalign. You are safe. Your stomach yells. The whole be not afraid business is sort of counterproductive, really. Greeting Celestial. Ambassador, bow your head. God save me. The light flutters. Snell stands behind you, clearly uncomfortable. Careful, Cleric. Beside the light stands a woman draped in. Oh, ये तो हमें मिली थी. Lady Shamar करके कुछ तो है इसका नाम. Don't care about anything but our homes will be closer in maybe 1.3 years. Okay. yes. 1.3 years क्यों? मतलब ओके डैड के रिटायरमेंट के बाद आएगा क्या फिर यहाँ? मतलब वैसे कुछ प्लान कर रहा है? The light reaches towards her. She bows her head to it. Yes, ambassador. She begins to leave for the door. Lady Chamar Mountain Lamb. But on the way, she throws you a stern glance. You again. Watch yourself, Cleric, for the light watches you. Once again, the ambassador's servant leaves. Veera lift her chin, squinting. So we have been talking about some new projects on Water Lane. I mentioned how you helped getting the AFAs out of local entrepreneurs, and we know who you are, Regan and Snell. The voice interrupts Veera, who immediately goes silent. The goblin jolts at the mention of his name in his mind. He dares not look at the light. That's scary. Of course you do. I am a big deal. The ambassador light then turns to your companion, a goblin in service of the Dragon of Tolstad. You tread clean path. You led the front during the Ice Bay Point operation. Okay. You stabilized the HWBT city below expansion project. On your first year of service, a goblin going against the grain to get results. You have been noticed. Look at Snell. Snell attempts to glare at the light. He's sweating. Stand up to the light, goblin. Do not falter. Thanks for noticing. The light grows closer to you. You are special, Regan, an exception. The horde place attention on exceptions. That is what we do. How am I special? You are the only registered cleric in the city who is not listed in Party of Norvik, a bureaucratic mess. You have history of political violence. You have innate talent for esoteric arts. Well, yes, you are potentially the greatest wizard of this generation. You didn't even throw any rocks. Plus, that was years ago. Why is the Celestial bringing this up? You have shown support of Ridzian ideologues in public writing multiple times. Okay? Yeah, your patriarch did not like that. Not one bit. That was a mistake. I stumbled into the dark side of politics. You have paid for it dearly. The only reason why you haven't been fired is your magical knowledge. You play Fortnite, right, Thanpa? हाँ आज खेलने वाला है ना? क्या सीन है तेरा? You are an anomaly, Reagan. What you have done here with Agent Vera shows more proof of that. Stop looking into me. I don't like Golden Horde people. Why are you paying any attention to me? This is what we do. The Golden Horde wishes to extend a bond of service to you, you and Snell. A bond, he mutters behind you. Your bond is to the city, nothing else. And to the earth, right? Oh, yes, to the earth as well. That could be interesting. What do I get in return? A bond. The Golden Horde offers many opportunities for outside contractors addressed through the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. We could be very interested in building this potential relationship. This means for you well-paid positions of power, political ambitions, monetary security. Written this only means monthly communications with agents, occasional alternate goals as ordained by us, and eventually joining the Golden Horde's outreach program. In short, become their spy. In return, they protect you safely under the wing of the Horde. This would be signing your soul away to a foreign power. नहीं कर रहा मैं. If calculated could prove useful, but in long term it seems foolish. That is true. Read this Celestial. It is truly alien to you. The AR Trading Corporation would of course cooperate on such a deal if you were interested, Cleric. We have deep ties with Golden Horde, as you can imagine. I'm not sure. Can I think about it? Yes, you may. Perhaps we shall speak again on this in the future. Nothing about this has to happen right away. His response has been recorded. That is what we needed. Since he is not interested, we shall not be in contact. And while we are here, the offer is also offered to Snell. What is your interest in this deal? His eyes dart to you. He is being clever here, calculated. I can consider it. Your consideration has also been recorded. Thank you. Now to move on, several AFAs have been signed on Tulsa. That is good work, Agent Vera. Capital Dominion updated. Oh, I like mentioned the cleric's effort was integral to his success. And will continue in the coming days post-election. That is satisfactory. Gave out those contracts to a bunch of people. Oh, yes, we heard back from several of them. So to content on these contracts, I have been informed of some changes. Her stance changes. She did not like that. What changes? Currently, the Accord has been a big incentive for Ridzian investors. We wish to expand that to include those of Golden Horde. I believe we spoke about this at the. This AFA also includes several loopholes and also problematic elements that could interfere with the Golden Horde's current and future blockades. The clan lands, yes, among others, local business are able to trade freely via land as well as sea to foreign and to regions and states in the Golden Horde deems sanctioned in both more serious cases and as the clanlands conflict as well as the lesser situations of targeted tariffs, then we cannot move forward. Okay, this issue has been brought forth already with your owners, except several errata in the near future. It would have been good to see these comments before the election as discussed. I apologize for the tardiness, but I assure you this issue is entirely the fault of the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. Okay. You, the rage. She clenches her jaw as she stares at him. Agent Vera, this is above you. Above her rank. She clears her throat and straightens her outfit. Of course. Of course, Ambassador. Thank you for the heads up. Her entire being is restrained rage. The light turns back to you. The Golden Horde is very interested in seeing economic prosperity in your city, Reagan. Okay. So they can use us as a slave labor. Growth through foreign economic influence is not true growth. Norvik owes its economic stability to foreign powers. Those powers shall be its true owners. That is true. It is an intelligent strategic move if you wish to control your neighbors. Agent Vera nods, looking like she is going to explode. The first step towards that is handling the clan lands. For far too long, Norvik has ignored its halfling war criminal populace. ठीक है. I ask you, Regan, as a cleric of the city, do you believe the humans will choose prosperity over the propaganda of the clan lands? Vera says nothing but throws you a glance. Her anger now fades, replaced by another expression. You're not sure what it means, but it is strained expression. They are our closest neighbors. The Earth folk will always stand by the clanlands. The people of the Norvik do not believe in halfling propaganda. Stand by Golden Horde. My city does not involve itself in foreign conflicts. We will simply seek prosperity and avoid propaganda. Stay neutral. Probably stand by the clanlands as well, because we have actually helped some of the clanlanders before. And these are not bad people also. But to align with themselves with the city, that is a bad move, because the celestials are against them. मतलब ये जो लोग हैं golden horde वाले. ठीक है. इसके साथ मस्ती नहीं करते मुझे लग रहा है. स्टे न्यूट्रल ही करता हूँ मैं अभी के लिए. और शुड वी स्टैंड विद द we have the strength, we have the intelligence. I think we should, for now. Ominous, the light perceives you. The golden line is set. Halflings have shown themselves unable to accept this fact. We set the line to protect them, to create a lasting peace. Since they refuse to comply with our reasonable demands, I hope you understand. Most peaceful method of handling this terrorism is through sanctions. The light turns back to Vera. Agent Vera, you have been a valuable asset for many years, yet I see frustration in you. That is not acceptable. You will make certain the Ascani Reed Trading Company will fully complies with the AFI erratum. It is a matter of Golden Horde security. It is not negotiable. It will be your highest priority as of now. Defeated. The orc is beaten. Horrific. The Celestials wields enormous power in those words of his. Both the Free Striders and his monster can fall through every hell in the book. Focus. The light guy is the fast and precise, but you know that he is bullshitting. It is instinct. Oh, I can't do that. Ambassador, the Freestyle Revolution is the greatest of liberty the coast has ever seen. What would you make the AR trading company should take orders from you? Happy to see the Golden Horde helping the city. Nahi. This is all bullshit. The Freestylers are corrupt. The Golden Horde are a bunch of monsters. I can't stand either. Oh, I can't do that as well. Catch the ambassador, please. Oh, there we go. 19. The golden line, you'd think an all-powerful angel horde would be able to do whatever they want. Instead, they draw a line in the sand. Why? International pressure? Exactly. They can't just invade Ascani, since that would make every country on the coast pull the alarms. You see how he pushes for the image that we need around them. We need them, but not the other way around. Poke on that now. Ambassador, if you want to solve your clanlands problem, then you need support from the international community. You need the free cities support. The light flickers. This is cooperation. You know the revolution will be hurt, as will your ambitions. You punish too hard on the AFRs. The ambassador perceives you. Make concessions, ambassador. It's worth. Local freestriders will root and dance around if you don't make sure your choir knows it. You speak with confidence, Regan, only because you know I am correct. Light retracts, focused in on the head of the Celestial. Vera looks on with a smirk, clearly entertained. Oh yeah, you hit the right spot. Erratum is not my decision, the voice says. However, I will consider your statement, he says. Agent Vera, do you concur? I do, Ambassador. My earliest frustration was due to the problematic situation. The AR leadership will struggle with these changes. A compromise would go through much easier. Even just starting with a discussion, perhaps, between you and our owners would go a long way. Okay, good luck. Good, this will be taken into account. It begins to float towards the door. I will leave you now. Thank you for your time. The radiant light begins to open the door via some type of telekinesis and floats out of the street of water lane. Agent Vera stands up, walking over to the fireplace, leaning against the brickwork. She lets out a deep, tired groan. I don't want to congratulate you on annoying our dear friend, the ambassador, but the orc agent shoot you an intriguing smirk, the type you haven't seen for many years. Was effing beautiful. Okay. Moving closer follows it up with a firm tap on the back. I really tossed you into the deep end, but you handled yourself exactly the way I like. Happy to be of service. That's how we freestylers deal with imperialists. I'm happy to be of service. So service minded. Look, I have to deal with the core entanglement all the time, and they never cease with bullshit. Having a third party that you push back for once, absolutely glorious to watch. I thank you for that, personally and professionally too, of course. Doc looks at you, relief in her eyes. This, along with all help on the AFRs, I owe you some type of reward, don't I? It's the right moment. Ask for an advance. Oh hell, allude of some kind of payment from delivering the AFRs. A reward? How about a reward? Sounds nice. Already got a date planned. I have nothing more to ask of you. Will glances along the room. For one, I'll be sure to grant you full access. The rest of the facilities, if you wanted to investigate the warehouse properly, a bit late for that. But beyond that, I was planning on handling you the magical sword we have been hoarding. I believe it has been misplaced or handed out by someone else. She looks at the empty spot on the wall. Whoops. Well, since you already took Kattegat, it's no matter. Maybe you will get some money instead. Oh, she sent 1200 crowns. Big dubs by 1200 crowns. She grabs a pouch and tosses you in your way. 1200 crowns will be as a token of our appreciation. Holy, that is on an average about 4 months rent. That is true. Beyond that, I'll be sure to put it a good word so we can work together again post election, since I guarantee you there will be a lot of work to do. Looking forward to it. I'll consider it. Of course, you are busy, I understand. Okay, I've got some paperwork to deal with, but if there's anything I can help, just let me know. Very happy to see you on our side, Cleric. Bob your head. Oh my dude. Oh my dude. What just happened? भाई 1200 1500 है अभी अपने पास. वी आर फ्रिकिंग रिच नाउ. ये वीरा कब जाएगी बट यहाँ से यार? इसको हकाल सकते क्या अभी? एक बार नीचे का बेसमेंट चेक करते हैं ना. इसने बोला कि वी कैन चेक. लेट्स चेक. और वो हैक भी तो कहाँ है वो भी नहीं बता. वो ये यहाँ से जा सकते हैं. ठीक है. अरे ये तो हमने पहले से चेक कर रखा है राइट. ये वाला तो पहले ही देखा है मैंने. चेक किया है हमने ये सब. यहाँ तो हम ऐसे ही घुस गए थे. ग्रेन सैक. ओके, बंच ऑफ कॉइन हिडन. ठीक है. ये सब हो चुका है. ठीक है, फिर ये वीरा जब बाहर जाएगी ना, ये सुबह शायद बाहर जाएगी, तब वी कैन लुक एट द डॉक्यूमेंट बिहाइंड द वॉल. ठीक है. बट आई थिंक वी मेड आवर स्टैंड इन दिस क्वेस्ट. आई थिंक एक बार अभी और कुछ बचा है क्या जो मेन क्वेस्ट है बेसिकली, दैट वी नीड टू डू लाइक राइट नाउ. वो तो बेड के पास जाने के बाद ही समझेगा. चलो फिर निकलते हैं. स्पिंक्स भी जाना है वैसे, बट आई थिंक स्पिंक्स इज हु इज दिस मिस्ट्री फैला. और मुझे वहाँ भी जाना है जो आंखें दिख रही थी ना, वो मिडनाइट के बाद जाना था वहाँ. मुझे वहाँ भी जाना है. तो ये क्या है वो भी नहीं पता है. इट्स गॉब्लिन गार्डन के लिए. ठीक है, नहीं जाना है फिर वहाँ. ओके, वी आर इन द सिटी. ये क्या है? कुछ तो है अंदर. ओके. वी रीच द टॉप. ओके. Wrapping your body around the trunk, lift yourself. The bark is high enough. Despite the vertical nature of feet attempting 1 foot to another, holding to dear life, you take deep breath. Finally, getting off one of the upper branches, you done it. Okay. Bird's nest, unguarded, full of shiny trinkets. Jackpot. grab the ring, grab the coins, grab the polished stone. Grab the polished stone, I guess. What? Oh, ring. ठीक है, get back down. The leaves are quite big. What's Bration tree again? ठीक है, by tree. Thank you tree, I would say. Ring क्या है but? Dampens high damage. Ooh, okay. That is also a good thing to have, I think. But अभी regeneration का है तो let's use that for a bit. Dampens high damage is actually good because was looking at some Crimson Desert gameplay, man, it looks so good. Yes, yes, it does, it does. मैं भी उसी के लिए एक्साइटेड हुआ अभी यार, क्योंकि ये तो क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट के बाद ही कंटिन्यू होगा अभी, जब क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट खत्म होगा अपना, और शायद तभी मेरा प्रैग्मेटा भी चालू होगा। तो प्रैग्मेटा और ये जब क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट जब खत्म होगे ना, तभी उसके बाद ही ये होगा वापस, क्योंकि मुझे ये गेम खत्म करना है, बिकॉज दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द वेरी गुड गेम्स ऑफ दिस ईयर। एंड अगर ये अच्छा सेल हुआ ना, एंड इसको वॉइस एक्टिंग वगैरह मिल गई ना, एंड जो हुआ ना, इसके नैरेटर्स वगैरह सब आ गए, तो आई थिंक दिस वुड बी वन ऑफ द इंडी गेम्स ऑफ द ईयर, आई वुड से। मुझे लग रहा है, क्योंकि इसकी स्टोरी अच्छी है, इसका सब कुछ प्रॉपर है यार, आई वुड से। यहाँ पे है वो। ओ, यहाँ से ही अंदर जाना है। ओ, ये व्हाट इज दिस सीक्रेट टनल? द ड्रेक स्लेयर, सच अ नेटवर्क। इट्स जोआना, सीईओ, मेयर। वेयर आर वी? व्हाट इज दिस? बैग ऑफ होल्डिंग, पोशन ऑफ हीलिंग। भाई मुझे क्यों लग रहा है यहाँ पे नीचे देयर वुड बी अ लॉट ऑफ, ये तो मैं भूल गया था कि उसने हमें एक बताया था, किसी ने तो बताया था कि हाँ वो बर्ड। व्हाट इज दिस? कांट रीच इट फ्रॉम हियर। वो हैमर है वहां पे। टर्न अनडेड, ओके। वो टी शॉप का है क्या? ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है। अरे वो सैंड है शायद। स्मगल्ड गुड्स। ये बर्ड ने बताया था हमें कि यहाँ से हम जा सकते हैं और वी वुड फाइंड समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग। ये देखता हूँ बाद में। यहाँ पे हेलमेट है, आई वांट दैट हेलमेट। वी गॉट अ गुड हेलमेट। आ गया। +1 dexterity, +1 intelligence, -2 constitution. Oh. वो बुक जब रिस्टोर होगी तभी इट वुड बी यूजफुल, आई थिंक। अभी के लिए ये ठीक है फिर। 28 है अपना ये, ओके। 22, 13। ओके। द अंडर कॉमन बैसनेट, ये 28 है, ठीक है। फीट स्लॉट्स देखने हैं हमें क्या, और फीट्स है ये कल करता हूँ मैं। टेक रूट ये देखना है मुझे, किसको सपोर्ट करना है और ये सब, ठीक है। वी डू दैट टुमारो। एंड आज के लिए ये वाला इतना ही करते हैं। है क्या ये थंड पावर स्वॉट? आर यू रेडी? आर यू गाइस रेडी? व्हाट इज दिस? ओके, टी शॉप से है ये एंट्रेंस। वो ये पेंटिंग से ही पैसेज था तो मुझे मिल गया था। हाँ स्मिथ, आज पॉसिबल नहीं है स्वॉट, सॉरी गाइस। तो कल है क्या फिर? और स्वॉट तू कल अवेलेबल है क्या? तो कल कर लेंगे फिर फोर्टनाइट इफ पॉसिबल। मैं आज ये फिर कंप्लीट करता हूँ ना, इफ दैट इज ओके विथ यू गाइस, कि मैं इसमें थोड़ा प्रोग्रेस कर लेता हूँ। कल कर लेंगे, नहीं तो फोर्टनाइट, कल पूरा फोर्टनाइट ही करेंगे 2 घंटा। मतलब 2 लोगों में या टुमारो आफ्टर 6 PM चलेगा, चलेगा, इट वर्क्स, इट वर्क्स। ये भी रहेगा, मैं भी हूँ, और मतलब मैं तो हूँ ही, बट तभी मज़ा आएगा। और पानी पीना है यार, बहुत प्यास लगती है। अरे द इशू इज घर कलर कर रहे हैं तो टेबल दूसरे के घर में रखा है। तो कल आ पाएगा ना, कल कर पाएगा ना फिर, इफ इट्स पॉसिबल। बट आई कैन मैनेज टुमारो टू प्ले ऑन समथिंग। ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, चलेगा। कल खेलेंगे और पक्का स्वॉट, कल खेलेंगे फिर फोर्टनाइट। मुझे टाइटल अपडेट करने दो, तो लोग बोलेंगे यार ये चोमू स्ट्रीमर टाइटल में फोर्टनाइट डालता है एंड फोर्टनाइट खेलता नहीं है। रुको रुको रुको, तेरे घर में वाईफाई अब नहीं है? किसके घर में वाईफाई नहीं है? नेबर के घर पे? तो ओके, उसने बोला तो दूसरे के घर में जाके खेलना। ओके 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 ओके। ठीक है, ठीक है, आई एम किडिंग। वो पागल है, उसको जाके भी खेल लेगा, पता है क्या तुझे? उसको बोलेगा प्लीज अंकल आपके यहाँ पे मैं बैठ जाऊँ क्या, थोड़ा थोड़ा टाइम आपके यहाँ पे बैठ के मैं खेल लेता हूँ ना। इफ़ यू आर, आप भी थोड़ा एक राउंड खेल लो, फिर एक फोर्टनाइट का मैच खेल लो आप भी। ऊपर एक दीदी रहती है, तो उनके घर रखा है, वही हमारा वाईफाई यूज़ करती है। ओके ओके ओके, ठीक है। जेंडर स्वॉपर दोज श्योर आर पॉपुलर दिस डेज। also known as द मिरर जेंडर पोशन, ठीक है। पॉलीमॉर्फ कर सकते हैं उससे, यू हैव हर्ड ऑफ दिस, दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टिंग टू यू, ठीक है। व्हाई वुड, who would want to drink this? If this was actually functional, you could have sold it for a couple of 100 crowns. Expensive stuff. Really, really do not. हाँ, फिर you okay, cleric? You idiotic what? Look at the empty bottle in your hand. The bottle is fully emptied. Potion of amnesia. Please don't say we do. That would be the worst. You drank it, but the weak, spoiled potion only took away a few seconds of memory. I see. Okay, I lost a few seconds here, but I'm fine otherwise. Let's just say not drink random potions. चेक द वन, चेक कर रहा हूं मैं, पी थोड़ी रहा हूं। एक्स ब्रू, ठीक है। तो टेक्निकली उनके घर से तुम्हारा वाईफाई मिलेगा। दैट इज ऑल्सो ट्रू। हाँ, फिर तो जाके खेल सकता है, राइट? मैं टेबल यूज कर लूँ क्या फिर? इतना ही पूछना है तुझे? इजी पीजी, रेंज का इशू नहीं है। ओके ओके, वो स्मगलिंग ऑसम, चेक दिस शिट आउट राइट नाउ। सो दिस नोटपैड इज फिल्ड विद प्रूफ ऑफ बोथ इविल एक्शन एंड इंटेंट। और स्वॉट, तू ले रहा है क्या क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट? ये बता मुझे, इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू बाय क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट, उसमें कोऑप आए ना भाई, तो क्या मजा आएगा स्वॉट, तू मैं खेलेंगे फिर, मचाएंगे फिर क्रिम्सन डेजर्ट में फिर। वो नहीं आएगा उसका, बट बहुत मजा आएगा यार। लुक एट द लिस्ट लेबल्ड एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट, चेक आउट द स्मगलिंग गाइड पेज, लुक एट द लेटेस्ट एंट्री। ग्रेट, इट्स टाइम टू ब्रेक दिस स्मगलर लॉफुली। ये उसका ही है, ठीक है। मोस्टली पॉकेट बाइस लार्ज क्वांटिटी मार्क्ड एज नॉट अराइव्ड एंड देन टेरिबल स्टेट, ठीक है। ये पॉकेट बाइक्स फालतू है, ठीक है। was looking for. One of the early pages you find a section labeled smuggling guide. He wrote on his own illegal activity as a reminder of unknown how to do it. That can't actually be. His voice trails off. Use your connection. The Ridzian merchants are always good for coin. इससे हमें तो पता चल सकता है ना कि उसके contacts कौन थे. तो it is right. It is a good thing to read this. Maybe bro, but month end में भी pressure of social anxiety. So social anxiety उसे नहीं है, मुझे बहुत है यार. He is not socially anxious. Never. Maybe bro, but month end maybe. Okay. I'm afraid of people getting offended of my behavior and mouth. Ask FlackJack how I am. Understand the hard way. I ho. Bhai, we are actually completely opposite in terms of matlab socially connecting with people, but in terms of online we are completely, I think, a bit reversed. मतलब मैं स्ट्रीम करता हूँ, मैं मेरे मतलब I try to socially interact through online methods, and he does not, but he actually is good in actual talking with people. So it is what it is, I guess. Merchants are always good for coin. They pay hefty for some simple storage. Storage move things from warehouses to secret tunnels. Use freestyler help. Lift up from pillar crossing. They write off missing goods as lost at sea. Understood the hard. ये पढ़ा था मैंने, ठीक है. Keep secret mix crowns with the tea shop income. Fudge receipts. Avoid sage leaf handlers. ठीक है. Avoid sage leaf handlers. तो इसको avoid करने के लिए snail को was an introvert, but I transitioned into an ambivert recently, so I like it a lot, and people might not share the same thought sometimes. हाँ मतलब I am still on the introverted side, I would say. FlackJack is right. I require physical presence or better interaction. Yes. I thrive in online. He thrives in offline. That is his thing. Keep secret, mix crowns with tea shop income. For step together, storage, move things from warehouse to secret tunnel. Use freestyler help. Lift up from pillar crossing. They write off missing goods at lost at sea. Keep secret, mix crowns with the tea shop income. Fudge receipts and avoid sage leaf handlers. No distribution. Return to the warehouse night before ship leaves. Do not sell goods yourself. Stay clean. Of course, the freestylers are involved in this. They probably set it up to begin with. Okay, those crafty bastards, they really got their fingers in everything. True physical is better. That is also true. They probably pay a hell lot of better. Over your shoulder, Snell is too reading this elaborate display of criminal incompetence. He looks less angry and more disappointed. Look at the latest entry. On the last few pages, there's a ton of reminder notices written in a sloppy handwriting. It goes on about missing payments, lost supplies, and various angry comments about the tea shop customers. Then you get to the final notice. It is marked with the date March 21st. That's the day of explosion. Post hack potions not yet arrived. Days late. Don't wait. Don't want diluted piss again. Okay. Elf will arrive from temple. Then I leave. Don't like tea shop being used for meetings. If they break anything, they pay. Elf. A meeting in the tea shop, and Elf, the smuggler, left after letting the elf in through the secret tunnel. Interesting, let me write this down. Take notepad. As you start to remove it from the crate, suddenly start to evaporate in front of you. What? Turning to magical dust in your hands? What's happening? An esoteric effect could be precaution. Put it back. It stops evaporating. Take it out again. It's beginning to slowly try to turn to dust once more. I see. Notepad, it has a descent mechanism and esoteric abjuration. If you bring the notepad away from this crate, it breaks. Somebody does not want it to be used as evidence in court battle. You will have to leave it here for now. I'll send someone to look here later. Don't worry. ठीक है. The goblin single out, then he just steps back. ठीक है, ये और पहले से ही ओपन किया है हमने. बट मुझे ये अंदर के आइटम्स चाहिए यार, ये कैसे निकालते हैं? टू फार अवे है क्या? बट ये जस्ट barely टू फार अवे टू रीच, ठीक है। वो यहाँ पे भी है ना कुछ तो, ऊपर जा सकते हैं, ओके। वो ये यहाँ से, व्हाट? वो यहाँ से जा सकते हैं? ओके ओके ओके। FlackJack is pure introvert, but in last 3 months he has been good opening up, at least online. If coming years, possibly soon, if he announces a meetup, he will standing still and smiling. That's it. Probably says hello, hi and tata bye bye. अरे बोलता हूँ मैं, but not that, मतलब I don't thrive in actual मतलब ऐसे जो टॉकिंग विद पीपल। आई एक्चुअली गिव प्रेजेंटेशंस और दैट स्टफ कि मतलब ये सब कर लेता हूँ, बट नॉट एक्चुअल कन्वर्सेशन विद पीपल। What is this? A beaming light emanates from a hole in the wall. The apartment doors has turned into something not so normal. Cleric, approach that thing. That is a major esoteric bullshit. But it looks so cool. I have to investigate Snell. It could be a dangerous esoteric pocket. Do not leave the door alone. But should we just save and try? Let's do that. What is this? One of the apartment's door has turned into something not so normal. ठीक है. Okay, we touched that door. Now we will be warped in, right? No? Oh yes. भाई क्या ही flashbang है मुंह पर ये. Constitution, a string of radiant energy fills your senses. Survive. You feel the pain. As pulsating death fades from your bone and skin, and you will see is light. Go through the doors. You step outside. The door closes behind you. Snell stands beside you, muttering to himself, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. It's not good. It's not good idea. It's. He shakes his head, then looks around. What happened? I don't know. The glowing door behind you is now normal. It is not glowing magical or anything like that. A time dilation pocket, or perhaps some type of portal to the positive realm. Either you are lucky you got out. I feel weird, not terrible, but your body is refreshed. Time it looks, it is tiny pocket watch. We lost 6 hours. My bad. The goblin grumbles something. Let's just go. Oh, so our day just begins like that? Okay, so esoteric pocket में अगर चले गए तो okay, okay, okay. Should I just waste the time? 6 बजे, सुबह के 6 बजे हम उठे हैं, but we are not exhausted, right? मतलब what just happened? Probably heal करके I can move on, I think. I think. But problem is ये मेरे restore नहीं हुए ना. यार ठीक है. ठीक है. I think we are good. But he had great communication skill, at least far better than my sarcastic and witty tongue. मतलब ठीक है भाई, मतलब यू आर गुड इन समथिंग्स, आई एम गुड इन समथिंग्स, ऐसा है वो, जाने दो यार वो उसके समवॉट मिस्टीरियस डॉर्फ। ये मुझे दिखा था यार ये डॉर्फ। एवरीबडी हैज सम क्वालिटीज, एवरीबडी हैज देयर डाउन, क्या बोलते हैं, जो भी है। प्रोज एंड कॉन्स बेसिकली। So what Triumph is discounting 400 series, possibility to have but not sure. अरे 400 डिस्काउंट कर रहे हैं, बट दे आर लॉन्चिंग 350s ना, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर डूइंग द 400 वाला सीन। क्योंकि 400 अभी बंद कर रहे हैं अपने यहाँ पे, बाहर तो जाएंगे 400 वाले बाइक्स, अपने यहाँ पे बंद हो रहा है। बिल्ली से बात करते हैं। You place your palm in front of your face. Everything is words. As you do, subtle movements of the cat appears do not subtle anymore. Then it snaps to your mind, but appears to translate it all into a form you understand. Hello, cat. You hear a loud cough coming out of a tiny creature. Been a long time since one of these brutes learned to speak. Call me cat. This is an idiotic way to greet someone. Of course, Sir Tribun. The goblin looks at the cat and then back to you, neat. You go ahead and interrogate this cat. I will be here when you're done. I'll be frank, humano. Never cared too much of your kind. If I'll be frank, humano. I never. Okay. मुझे लगा frank. I think. How stupid. भाई मत कर भाई मत कर. मत. Directly don't talk about these things. We can talk in other ways. An attempt at cat speech, how glib. You don't talk to me that way, you're adorable, understandable. The brute is subservient, fitting for your kind. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you if that's what you're expecting. It is ego enough to get actual answers, that would do. अरे भाई साहब, फेलियर इसमें भी फेल हो रहा है, वाओ. Can I try once more? Please. Oh, there we go. Success. Easiest way to do that is to compliment him, but not soft compliments, hard compliments. You're a legendary creature of the dusk and dawn, Sir Tibian. The coast trembles and to your presence and longs for your presence. Yes, well, the cat mumbles. Bards will surely write songs of my accomplishment, that is true. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think of that would be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Then he says, will you go away if I do? Absolutely. The type of the noise did not expect to come out of a cat. Fine. The blue fire awoke me from my slumber. Had I been closer, my whiskers would have been fired. Blue fire, who's telling the story? Do not interrupt me, brute. I wanted to know who caused this ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins ran around like crazy, trying to put out the flames. I saw a brute like you, but in garish yellow clothes, being interrogated by some of them. Man in yellow, freestyler perhaps. And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have wings appeared. One who should have wings appeared on her orders. What do you call it? The tea shop, yes. They hammered it shut. Then she did something, wave and glow on it. Okay, वो जो इटेर ने किया. Okay, ठीक है. Damn, really, I don't think I will get a bike now though. उतना ज़रूरत नहीं है. Okay. My friends are forcing me to get a Switch too though. Oh, you're trying. Switch क्यों ले रहा है? But Nintendo games अच्छे रहते हैं, बट Nintendo एक्सपेंसिव है भाई in terms of buying games. If मतलब ले रहा है तो ले सकता है, बट it is just my opinion though. बहुत महंगे यार, Nintendo बहुत महंगा बेचता है सब कुछ, और you don't get any sort of warranty for Nintendos in our country. So there is other thing to worry about Nintendos. गेम्स तो डब्ल्यू है, गेम्स तो भाई उसके गेम्स मस्त तो है यार, बट सैडली बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है. एंड अनदर थिंग इज द वारंटी इश्यूज. लॉकिंग स्पेल टू कीप आउटसाइडर्स फ्रॉम एंटरिंग, ठीक है ये पढ़ लिया. दैट्स इट, नाउ लीव. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, इतना ही बता भाई। क्या ही म्यूजिक बज रहा है यार। वो ड्वार्फ से बात करना था ना। एक मिनट एक मिनट। वो मिस्टीरियस ड्वार्फ भी तो था वहाँ पे, वो कौन है वो मुझे पता नहीं है। स्टॉक विथ हिम, ठीक है। आई कैन पिक पॉकेट हिम बट डेक्सटेरिटी इज हाई, required is very high. No point in collecting Nintendo games. The dwarf ignores you and whispers to himself, "The storm calls to me." What? ये कुछ तो है लिंक्ड, पता है क्या ये सब चीज़ों में, बट अभी नहीं पता चलेगा क्योंकि ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं इसमें जो बहुत बहुत बाद में पता चलती है यार। निंटेंडो गेम्स है तो बहुत सही यार, बट वही है यार, बहुत एक्सपेंसिव गेम्स है। एंड ऑलवेज बाय सेकंड हैंड गेम्स एंड सेल देम, दैट इज ऑल्सो ट्रू, वो भी कर सकता है इफ़ यू आर ओके विद दैट, मतलब डूइंग दैट स्टफ, डब्ल्यू भाई फिर सही है। अदरवाइज नो पॉइंट इन स्पेंडिंग 5K 6K ऑन, मतलब वो कभी डिस्काउंट भी नहीं देते, तो दैट इज एक्चुअली अ गुड वे टू लुक एट इट आई थिंक, मतलब यस यस। Crawl inside now. I'm not going to crawl inside. Hey Snail, check it out for me. Try to enter the pipe. Check out what exactly? The hole? Go inside. You seriously think that I points at the pipe? You do that yourself. I'll help kick if you get stuck. Come on, Snail. If it's the only way we'll ever to solve this mystery. No, both to me crawling into the shit pipe and that is will somehow solve the mystery. Idea rejected. Okay, I'll go do it myself. Wriggle your way through. Push forward. You press your enter ball towards the entrance of the pipe. अरे यार failed है यार। वो मैं यहाँ आ गया। You realize where you are. Please an approximation. Right below the entrance of that goblin garden. You're lucky you'd gotten swept out. See, you'd have been well dead for one. I need to get out of here. Shard of your मिला है। ये स्नेल है क्या? Only way up. Shit. It's highly dangerous, but it seems to be the only way. If only you remembered how to cast spider climb. Goblin upon the ledge. Hey. Scale the wall of Tallside. Jesus, you went all the way over there. Check around the. हाँ check तो कर लेते भाई। वो shard of your है यहाँ पे। और क्या है? इतना ही है क्या यहाँ पे? ठीक है। क्या ही एक्सप्लोरेशन कर रहे हैं हम। लोल PS इज द सेम दो 5K फॉर न्यू गेम, बट PS के साथ तुम्हें वो भी तो मिलता है, मतलब ये जो PS गोल्ड के साथ जो गेम्स वगैरह मिलता है वो भी तो अच्छा है यार। ये निंटेंडो का नहीं है बट शायद सीन। आई एम वर्किंग ऑन इट, जस्ट स्टार्ट क्लाइंबिंग ऑन समथिंग, ठीक है। 15, वाओ, फेलियर, प्लीज ट्राई वंस मोर। 11 भाई साहब, ठीक है। स्टीलिंग योर सेल्फ एंड योर मैनली सोल, यू ग्रिप द वेट रॉक, योर राइट हैंड देन योर लेफ्ट, ठीक है। विथ एब्सोल्यूट कॉन्फिडेंस, कम ऑन, रीच just a bit more with the final push, you make it. Now please don't do that again, okay? That was close. ठीक है, for once the muscles are a representation of everything you stand for, including slippery wall climbing. Be proud. Wow, क्या ही फालतू चीज़ें कर रहे हैं हम अभी। ठीक है, मेन क्वेस्ट देख लेते हैं भाई, क्योंकि मेन क्वेस्ट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट आई थिंक। तो ऑल्सो ये गई क्या? ये कोई नहीं है वो वहाँ पे, बट ये क्या हो गया? उसने उस पर ये ढक दिया है, उसका सर ढक दिया है, क्योंकि वो हेलमेट चला गया ना टू फ्राइटन पीपल। आई हैव दैट हेलमेट विथ मी। अरे यार ये मेरा क्वेस्ट चला गया यार। ओ शिट। यहाँ पे जो लोग थे यार, वो मैं शायद कल्ट हिट तो मैं ढूंढ भी नहीं पाऊंगा अगर मैं रात को ऐसे ये सब होता रहेगा तो यार। तो चलो ये कर लेते हैं पहले, चलो क्या कर सकते हैं। मे बी, हाँ हाँ। What is loneliness? Excuse me, what is it? That feeling in your chest. The knowledge of lacking of being without this thing hanging veil like an as a connective tissue between others. Is it something or is it simply void? Okay, I don't know. That is true. You come here to solve a mystery, yet you have find is everything working against you. That's been pretty annoying. Like why didn't get access to the tea shop straight away? Indeed, political forces work against each other, not in direct competition but indirectly as election looms over all folk. A coin lord who wishes nothing to brought to light under his reign, a chieftain who wishes to hold her domain tightly, caught between a poor woman in a tea shop. How do you know she is innocent? Not innocent, but somehow you know she did not deserve such an end. I'm well on my way to dealing with this already, just gotta keep going a bit further. That is true. For you, despite the tribulations, it has proven a revitalization, a return to form. This last year has been terrible. It was just a demotion I've been through. I've been through worse. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But now you are on your way to handle it all. All thanks to my hard work, my esoteric skill, a bit of luck. Esoteric skills, you haven't had those for many years. Your new companion who has been has been the turning point, Snell. Business is good in your life. He's potential friend, a friend. Friendship is not a necessity, nor is beauty, nor is love. They do not help you survive this world. Rather, each of those things give value to your survival. So the empty hole in your chest does not open up as wide at the end of your next quest. When the silence of your tower office or room at mom's apartment does not engulf you quite so suddenly and hastily, remember that feeling. But then you can ask yourself another question. What is tea really? Are you shifting topic again? A warm liquid filtered through leaves or various distinguished plants, only to be served to free-spirited youthful folk of common cloth. Drink of the post-war era. And then this drink explodes. I hate tea. These youths, they sounded like idiots. Uh, ठीक है. I like tea actually myself. Only to ठीक है. Some of them are lost, yes, but that does not mean make a fool. That does not a fool make. Okay. You see, at the center of Norvik, in the middle of the chilled river Torna, sits a fortress, one filled with folk, each of them flowing through the alleys and tunnels and streets, at the center of which you find a tea shop. Stepping through its door, you are immediately hit by a wave of exotic aromas. These are the all folks of all kinds debating, playing, and exchanging ideas with these walls. Stacks of newspaper thrown about the tables. Behind the counter, you see a dark feathered creature. Uh, dark feathered creature serving freshly brewed cups. Okay, this is a tea shop. There are many like it in Norvik. There is nothing special about this one, apart from the fact that this one blew up. It was a tea shop called again. That is clearly not important. Since it is not left only a memory to those who loved its comfort. It was best years of your life. It was closest you ever came to having real friends. Most have spent drinking halfling tea in Duvar Bay, one of the 5 districts in Norvik, located in around the Great Steam Pit in the northwestern Norvik. With people, oh shut up. They used you. Aren't you the one always going on about exploited labor? Well, that's you. A lonely kid tricked into pushing dwarf propaganda, that's all. It is not simple, they were also kids. Miran, she was trying to, you don't need them, nothing to cry over, nothing lost. Everything gained, however. If you hadn't gotten arrested, you never would have joined the Earth Guard. It was destiny, a group of Azaglis turning on each other, running to the mills to survive that, it builds character. ठीक है. Keep the goblins at arm's length. You don't know where he's been or what his intentions are. You will make it as a lone cleric against the world. Okay, तो हम अकेले करना चाहते हैं या फिर we should do it with a friend, ये है. तो if we prefer, I think हम अकेले कर पाएंगे ना, ऐसा कुछ चूज किया, we'll get more strength और ऐसा कुछ तो है. And if we get more esoteric power with, I think Snell, ऐसा कुछ तो रहेगा. Main problem from the beginning has been one thing: honesty. You keep showing your true colors. Nobody likes that. Keep it friendly, keep it light. Everyone should enjoy your company. They can enjoy your company without it being a winning game. If they enjoy your company, you win. Everyone wins, including you. Ignore this idiocy. Focus on your spell, learning, retaining knowledge, and applying it during your downtime. Become a greater master of memorization. A lone cleric. You are a man, you don't need friends. Taking a short rest means kneeling down in the dirt, a fist placed upon your chest, your brow dripping, pearls of sweat falling down on your bulging pecs in the dark, alone by yourself, flying solo. Don't need friends, you are a man. At the start of your short rest, heals an additional amount equal to the level of exhaustion you have. नहीं चाहिए. Tell me more about Master Memorizer. Normally, your absolute genius allows you to recover a spell slot during whatever breathers you take. But focus on this, the rest is useless. During your short rest, you restore 2 random spell slots instead of 1. More of friendly company. Snell is a good person. You enjoy his company. Just his presence during a breather is enough to make you feel good at heart. The feeling is somewhat mutual. Who cares what he thinks? You seriously need to learn how to make friends for real. It includes manipulating them into actually sticking around. During short rest, always roll hit die with advantage. Snell also gains extra proficiency in his initiative rolls. So this is a wise or charismatic thing to choose. It's a mix really. Like with alignment, it's all about intention. Do you view socialization as a zero sum game? I don't know. Then it doesn't matter. Relationship is what you make it. If you assume it to be cold calculation, then that is what you get. ठीक है? I think I would go for Master Memorizer क्योंकि spell slots are more important to me than healing, because healing तो I would do anyway through whatever means I have. So I think I would take this. An intelligent choice from a master wizard. And you shall remain. Stop thinking about this. ठीक है? तो we are all कहाँ कहाँ गए हैं हम. ये druidic है अपना, ये अपना wizardry वाला है, ये strength वाला है. We are through all the places. ये हमने जो AI ट्रेडिंग कंपनी को जो हेल्प करी ना, उसके क्वेस्ट के लिए है, तो ये भी देख लेते हैं. चलो, we would take all the help we need भाई. And so here are we at the end of long line of divine tyrants and feudal lords. Feel like being at the end of history itself, taking a divine off into a chasm of hope. That's liberalism, baby. I'm not a fan. I love it. I have no options on it. Opinions on it. You may repeat that as much as you want, but the free status slogans carved into the back of your skull prove otherwise. Like purely bodily speaking. Okay? Not that your thoughts have real impact on the city, unless you get back to the writing, of course. So we are turning freestyler no matter what. Basically, freestylerism is the future. That much is clear. What you saw happened in that fancy room between Veera and her glowing quest. That's going to be the main conflict again going forward. Not some scuffle with Asgal youth student or rigid theoretical bureaucrats grasping to hold on to their mansions. No, the future obstacles are out there. As freestylerism creeps me out, the coast there will be a lot of powers ready to meet it both head on, but also in more sinister ways. ठीक है? As shown in the Golden Horde, they are clearly trying to co-opt the whole thing. I like Ambassador. नहीं, मुझे अजीबात बोल रहा हूँ. मुझे बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं आया वो Ambassador IVCX जो भी था, या 14th या कैसे पढ़ते हैं मुझे नहीं पता, वो नंबर है. I didn't like him one bit. Upon the coast, they should not be affiliated with free strategism at all. We all need to make concessions to get our policies enacted. Veera is doing best she can. Look in an ideal world, yeah, that would be swell. Reed is in a precarious position, believe it or not. It will be it will be all too easy for the liberal wondrous dream to collapse in on itself. ये फिर से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा क्या? एक मिनट. हाँ, ओके. ये चैट ग्लिच होती रहती है. Collapse in on itself with enemies on all sides, with within and without you. You need to fight. You need to band together with your fellow freestyler and fight back. Wait, so I am doing this for me or for the liberal idea? Feel ready to grab and grab again. That sound like it could collapse at any second. One and the same, buddy. One and the same. You remember how freestylerism was born, right? It all goes back to the Arcanist, as everything tends to. Most of the states, their states were essentially built upon aristocratic structures. Feudal states turned magocratic. Wizard needs esoteric education, right? Who can afford such education? A nobleman, that's who. It's all economics all the way to top. Okay. ओके. तो ऑल बिगेस्ट आर्कनिस्ट हाउसेस जो भी थे तो वो पहले के नोबल्स ही थे. हु इज़ दैट न्यू मेंबर इन द सर्वर? सब्सक्राइबर है, मतलब न्यू सब्सक्राइबर, द वन हु मैसेज्ड ऑन दैट शॉर्ट ना, वही है. नाम भूल गया मैं उसका. रेयांश करके है. यस. So they spent the early arcane era building up their power. House Prax, house random, right? Yes. They spent early arcane era building up their power. House Prax, house Haginshags, house Diminori, all led by men descending from long lines of royals. We have gotten a theocracy with the Shadow Lord, turning into another majocracy in the end. But with all that magic might, despite reaching the pinnacle of esoteric knowledge towards the second century of their era, they went shit before the industrialists. Okay? Don't get me wrong, magic is real neat, cutting mountains in half, flipping them over, building cities on them. Awesome. Infinite food, convenient. But you only can get so far with a top-down structure. Imagine you get 20 people working under you. You assign them tasks, so to, I don't know, transport your magically created bread to 1,000 hungry mouths around the city. You alone could probably organize that. 20 people ain't that much. But what if it wasn't 20 people feeding 1,000 people? What if it was 5,000 people making sure 100,000 people get fed their daily piece of fake bread? I would still be able to do that. That's a lot of people. Easy one, middle managers. That's 2 words, and yeah, you are right. The point is, even the smartest, most glorious super genius wizard god king will eventually be spread thin with the crazy scale of modern society, and especially with infinite food. You can bet your ass that people start breeding like giant rabbits. The arcanists just couldn't keep up. Okay, a divine era kingdoms never reached those levels, even with the walking gods at the helm. So the arcanists did what they had to do. They embraced the industrial revolution. The old aristocrats still held the most of the power, but it got dragged kicking and screaming into the world where anyone could become a wizard. And more importantly, those nobodies could become stinking rich, and that's how you get the necropolis manufacturers. The ocean trade network, basically the entire built-in factory way of life we enjoy today. Okay, I have heard enough of it. Okay. Point is, the invisible hand of the market is guiding us, and it will keep guiding us towards a world that will help a lot of. तो ये बोल रहे कि traders ही मतलब working together as a मतलब total unit is a beneficial thing, and nothing can be achieved. मतलब जो arcanists जो थे, so they tried to be one god ruler type of people, but they failed because you can't be at every place each time, right? तो वो वाला scene है. ठीक है. Just as long as you avoid falling into some Azaghali's propaganda hole again, this tale you have heard so many times. Modern myth as the old keep being stripped away. Fish riderism an unstoppable force changing across the coast. You must arm yourself against the storm quickly before you are crushed between the waves. Look, let's be real here. There are 100 different ideologies, there are 1,000 different interpretations and branches. One of all of them, Ridzian freestylerism, is probably most powerful at the moment. You should throw all your eggs in the proverbial bag of holding, but it certainly won't hurt to move a bit closer underneath that yellow banner. ठीक है. So if you got all these forces pushing you in all kinds of direction, maybe try being a bit of an immovable object, one that's sitting squarely in the good graces of your new Ridgian overlords. ठीक है. Tell me more about unstoppable force. Bare arms fight against the forces of the world until the end of time itself. Ultra's ability score modifiers on weapons. Positive modifiers get +1 and negative modifiers get -1. Tell me about invisible and everything is yours. You just gotta reach out and grab. And advantage on all rifle checks. ठीक है. A convenient cooperation with no real downsides to it. Let those freestarter impulse guide your purchasing decision. Your dexterity modifier also adds to your haggle discount in shops, stacking with charisma. मैं तो कुछ haggle तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ. So invisible hand or unstoppable force, one of those two would be useful to us. Bare arms fight against the forces of the world until the. ये क्या था? बॉडी ओके मॉडिफायर वाला था. तो ये तो यूजफुल नहीं है राइट? अल्ट्रा एबिलिटी स्कोर नो. Rifle checks. Let's use this. I think invisible hand. It looks good. Soon enough, you'll get the sweet ownership over everything you ever wanted. ठीक है. Hope we don't turn out to be a mad tyrant. That is all. गेम क्यों लैग हुआ? What? ड्रीम पैच मिला है ओके. तो यहाँ पे वो ये था ना, वो गया क्या यहाँ से? यार शायद वो चला गया यार. वो डीमन था यहाँ पे बैठा हुआ और ये बैग भी चली गई यहाँ से. ओके. बाकी स्वाट तेरा क्या चल रहा है? व्हाट इज अप विथ यू अभी? मैंने हेडफोन रिमूव किया क्योंकि बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल हो रहा था यार कान के लिए. इतना टाइम पहनता हूँ ना तो कान मेरे दर्द करने लगते, तो थोड़ा टाइम मैं निकाल के रखता हूँ जस्ट टू मतलब टू फील कंफर्टेबल वन सेकेंड, फिर बाद में पहन लूँगा वापस से. और इसमें वैसे भी कुछ डायलॉग्स नहीं है तो मैं पढ़ ही रहा हूँ, तो बस म्यूज़िक ही तो सुन रहा हूँ हेडफोन्स से. तो नथिंग दैट मच हैपनिंग फॉर द हेडफोन, मतलब हेडफोन से कुछ आ नहीं रहा है. और म्यूज़िक तो इन्हें इसका मैंने बहुत बार सुना है तो इसलिए मैंने निकाल के रखा है अभी के लिए. बट पहन लेते चलो. एक्चुअली क्या करना था? क्वेस्टिंग ट्री एक बार देख लेता हूँ ना. वी फाउंड एल्फ कॉर्प्स, विस्कन गिव पोस्टमार्टम नाउ. हाँ ये इसको ढूंढना है यार, वो बंदे को. वो टनल में कहीं तो गायब हुआ है. ये सीक्रेट डोर टू फर्दर बिलो. ये डक के पास वो चाबी थी यार, मुझे ले लेनी चाहिए थी तभी डक से. वो डक कहाँ मिलेगा पता नहीं यार अभी. वो यहाँ पे ही है वो. आई कैन स्टील इट ऑफ हिम. इट वुड बी हार्ड टू स्टील इट ऑफ हिम बट एक बार रिट्राई करते हैं क्योंकि अपना डेक्सरिटी है तो सही. वी कैन ट्राई. अरे यार 6. 4 nat 20. There we go. Pickpocket successful. Thank you. क्योंकि ये कब देगा मुझे पता नहीं, and I want to find out things quicker. So this makes it better, I guess. तो यहाँ से हम जा सकते हैं और विद इन द रेड रॉक ऑफ टोल स्टैट. ओके ओके, लेट्स सेव इट. आई थिंक यहाँ से कहाँ जा सकते हैं? अगर कुछ फालतू जगह पे यहाँ से आए हम तो वी कैन. ओके ठीक है. और ये वो बंदा है ना, नेक्रोमांसर. ठीक है. यूजलेस. ये टनल्स कहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा अभी मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं रहा है, क्योंकि ये जो बंदा है ना. ओह, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर? ये नहीं थे लोग? मिस्टर क्लेरिक. यस, वर्किंग हार्ड दिस मॉर्निंग. ठीक है. वो शी इज ऑल्सो डाउन हियर. पांच एप्पल है उसके पास. व्हाट इज शी डूइंग डाउन हियर? मशरूम लेडी डज नॉट अपीयर रिस्पॉन्सिव. ओके ठीक है. स्वैम्प एक्सट्रैक्ट ले लेते हैं. एचपी हील अपनी इजी पीजी हो जाएगी. ये हिला क्या है? ये स्नेल तीसरा दिन है, प्रॉब्ली हिला होगा, राइट? Oh, I can help him. Okay, ठीक है. There you see it. The instability, the crack in the magic. Heat, that's all it needs. Press against the barrier, the pocket shudders, then shatters. ठीक है. The esoteric ice begins to melt. Slowly, very slowly, but it's working. Did something. Yeah, I broke the esoteric effect. So now that means I'll move away from the passage. Well, yeah. That will make Lady Sage Leaf very happy. ठीक है. He groans. He would have been preferred for the snail to remain, but he would not complain about it beyond the guttural noises. Blubbering, clicking noise. Other sounds echo from the deeper in the hallway. Family is awakening all together now. You should return later after rest. I'll leave them to it. तो मैं यहाँ इसको नहीं निकाल सकता क्या यहाँ से अभी भी? ओके ओके. आफ्टर रेस्ट बोल रहा है ना, तो मैं रेस्ट कर लेता हूँ ना. वैसे भी मेरे सारा ये तो हो जाएगा रीजनरेट. रिस्टोर 1 फर्स्ट लेवल स्पेल स्लॉट. 2 तो कर सकते थे ना, 2 नहीं हुए क्या? अनलॉक्ड ऑल एबिलिटी चेक्स. ठीक है. मेरा एक. हु इज दिस? ओ, ये स्नेल यहाँ पे आ गई है अभी. थैंक यू स्नेल डूड. नाउ आई कैन एक्चुअली मूव थ्रू हियर. डे 1 के सेव्स है यार ये. क्रेजी. Oh, these guys are here. Sir, reclaiming the tunnel. It's gotten really hot down here. ठीक है. ओ तो ठीक है, फिर यहाँ नहीं जा सकते. मुझे लगा वो पाथ अनलॉक होगा यार फॉर सम रीजन, बट नो आई गेस. Point towards Nisa. Is she okay? Then turn around and just grunts at you. Do not disturb her now that you would be. Not that you would be able to. He is deep in meditation far from here. Fine, I'll do that. The dwarf who says you won't let him pass here. I have some question about the defeated the skeleton in the script. You did? Looks up and down. I'm impressed. for us to worry about. Yes. Roper in South Cave. The Roper, it is a ferocious beast. They do not come this far up very often. Well done, human. Okay. We did defeat some things. I have some question about the day of the tea shop explosion. The Dark Dwarf, yes. He asked for access to the south tunnels. He is not permitted. Why not? The lady does not permit it. That lady Sage Leaf does not allow looters on her grounds. Only on official expeditions. Okay, good. He seems like a profiter. I hate those. Okay. A strong feeling on that. But Lady Sage Leaf does not will it. She frowns. If you go into the south tunnel, beware of the monsters that crawl from the infesting the caverns. We'll clean out every other week, but they return often. All kind of things. Anything that crawls below through the cracks of the city. Okay. All kinds. Last month he killed a hook horror. It was a great hunt. Before the bunch of the giant spiders, grey ooze, asked a specialist to deal with the hive of cranium ants. They negotiated for days. The worst. Okay, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. Want to skin one of those things one day? Would be pleasurable. Cool. ठीक है. Gain nothing from her. Stand in the root chamber. Lord Rackham has moved here with his family. Several smaller hail snails cluster around their massive patriarch. The air is cold, frigid even. As you approach, the great snail's eyes stalk focus on you. ठीक है. Push Lord. They seem comfortable here. The root has good moisture levels and it cold enough for them without being too cold for us. ठीक है. 6 smaller snails approach Lord Rackham. Smaller ones part slightly. The clicking intensifies. Little friend, you freed us. Lord Rackham voice is low, slow, deliberate. You're welcome, Lord Rackham. Grateful we are, my children here. Thank you. How are you feeling? Warmer, warmer. The cold sleep fades. Soon we move again. Will you stay here? For now, yes. This place it is good. Moisture, darkness, peace. Need anything? No, little friend. You have given enough. We are content. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, treasure of family. You gained an amethyst. Your hands on a slimy gemstone. Grateful. Snell glares at the giant's gem. Then he gives you a thumbs up. ठीक है. तो क्या क्या चीजें मिल रही हैं? क्रेजी क्रेजी. करिश्मा 1, इंटेलिजेंस -1. ठीक है, ठीक है. अभी के लिए तो जरूरत नहीं है इसके. एक्चुअली यहाँ. व्हाट इज ही डूइंग हियर? व्हाट? He's also blocking the way. Lighting up the passage like a miniature sun, you see the Golden Horde ambassador. We're lucky to have run into you here again, Cleric, for I have a message for you. It lights better, and you too, Snell. Yeah, your companion says at a very comfortable distance. Bow your head, ambassador. Okay? I shall tell you, Cleric, your message from our previous meetings have been received by highest powers. Your bosses, I presume? Yes. The Golden Horde knows well there are many thoughts within the city which are all interesting to hear. If we were to require such thoughts of Norwegian cleric, I shall be sure to keep you in mind. Light dances around uniform across your uniform, near blinding you in the dark in this dark place. What are you even doing down here? Do you have permit to be down here? You learn anything interesting while down? I'm falling upon a lead by looking at glance at rock. These halls are esoteric. I'm sure you are aware. While these skulls are simply the work of your recent ancestors, this rock contains something else entirely. These are indestructible murals, primitive in a way, eternal in their beauty. The choir wishes to have them recorded. This is what I have done. Yes, an archaeological endeavor I gladly perform. Okay. Light grows and then shrinks. Do you have permit to be down here? No. I have immunity. So what, you can just do crimes? No. Or if you wish to bring this minor issue up with your patriarch, I will receive it in haste, I promise. Learn anything interesting while down here? Nothing I can disclose. Demand you to tell me what you know. Your demand has been received, it shall be considered. क्या ही फालतू है रे यार ये. My dealing here are complete. Thank you for your conversation. The light shall reach you again one day, I am sure. कि भागेगा ये अभी, ठीक है. Good talk. Okay. भगोड़ा तो है वो, but he is powerful. So we should not mess with him. But I also need to check this thing out because वो कहाँ भागा है ना वो बंदा, वो मुझे कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा है अभी. वो जो येलो पहन के जो भागा था बेसिकली. Wait, I can't speak cast with dead with I can't cast speak with dead here since this guy won't get my language, right? Correct. Cast a spell for it. You can't use magic for that. We'll look. Okay. We'll if you think it's helpful. Okay. ठीक है. Jaw opening and closing with a jitter. It is ready. Ask about his name. Ask what it's like being dead. Ask what is voting. Ask him who killed him. Okay. Okay. Te gusta trabajar. Okay. The skull almost shrieks me divokini me जो कुछ बोला है इसने. He likes his job. There's a great devotion to the god. Earthly enjoyments are fleeting. Uh, God, that's a lot. He says his people needed to be avenged for the red eye. How cryptic. Okay. Tu nombre. Mis nombre el Vengador Rojo. His name is the Avenging Red and also Litsi Balba. Very strange. This is a weird guy. Meaning is sacrifice, devotion, feelings like this guy is a zealot. ठीक है. Says his time is given to the red eye, whatever that means. ठीक है. ठीक है. कुछ नहीं पता चला इससे. मुझे लगा कुछ तो बताएगा ये अबाउट द के और समथिंग. आई गेस नॉट. वो मैं इस पे भी तो स्पीक डेड यूज़ कर सकता था ये वाले पे. इस पे क्लिक हो रहा है क्या अभी लेकिन. ठीक है. क्रेड अभी भी यहाँ पे है. ठीक है. The hulking beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers. Kraid greets human. What's it like working for Visken? You're a chef, eh? Yes. Cleric is hungry. Kraid offer slog dog. The beast holds up to the strange sausage heap shaped meat pieces. Slog dog. Slog dog, stare at meat. It's slog dog. Yes, I'm good. Mystery meat could contain anything. Spend a few seconds looking at over signs of aberration meat mixed with more traditional Askani fauna. You can eat around the more poisonous flesh. Okay. Okay, we can eat the food. You wrap your gloved hand around the sausage with a firm grip. The slog dog speaks to you. Wants to be consumed. It does gobble down, but the flavor catches up to you quickly. It is harsh, spicy, and rotten. Okay. You groan. The flesh is down, but it might be coming up. A deep cackle escapes the maw of the beast. The cleric enjoys slog dog. Does cleric feel benefit? Benefit? 66 HP. The spice, it feels strong. Begin checking what is happening. Cleric. Good slog dog work magic. Is master chef. Slog dog is specialty. If cleric can stomach, cleric gets strong. Holy shit, I feel as if the natural word is growing within your gut. A glorious unity between earth and mammal. A great wave of the primal sprouting, kicking, dancing, and kicking. Ready? You're ready to join the wilds of Askani. This is your path, the natural path. You're a barbarian. This covers one of his ears to protect his hearing. Cleric is energetic. How does it feel, cleric? I feel pretty okay. All average even. Might be first for you, I assume. Good. Cred help cleric. Okay, Visken. Cred cannot say more. He gives you wide smile. Cleric has friend. Can you tell me more? Crocodile just smiles at you. Ominous. But sure, checking out Visken is a great idea, cleric. Suggest staying away. Old lady would say the same. But hey, up to you. We should find more out more. The pale man can teach you much. ठीक है. ठीक है, ये स्लॉग डॉग वाला सीन था. और क्या है यार यहाँ पे? वो बंदा कहाँ भागा है यार, वो नहीं पता चल रहा है मुझे. ये रास्ता किधर जाता है वो भी नहीं पता चल रहा है अभी तक. ठीक है, यहाँ पे भी कुछ नहीं है. आई थिंक स्पिंक्स ही जाना पड़ेगा अभी, मुझे लग रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है मुझे. द ड्रंकन स्पिंक्स ही जाना पड़ेगा अभी, मुझे लग रहा है, क्योंकि ये केव्स तो कंप्लीटली हो चुकी है एक्सप्लोर. एक मिनट, चैट रिसेट करने दो मुझे. ठीक है. वो वेल से भी तो नीचे जाना है मुझे, वो भी चेक करेंगे फिर. और वो एसोटेरिक इवेंट का था यार, वो नहीं समझा मुझे अभी तक. मतलब वी डिडंट नीड द स्लीप टू कवर, मतलब टू रिकवर आवरसेल्व्स, बट एचपी लूज हुई अपनी. विस्किन से बात कर रहे थे ना, अगर यहाँ आए ही तो विस्किन से बात कर रहे थे. और ये क्या है? ड्र ब्लैंकेट, ये इसके साथ नहीं बात करते यार, ये एचपी ले लेता है पूरी. ठीक है, इससे बात करनी है. नहीं यार, चुराना नहीं है, बात करनी है. Tell me about the dead elf. I've spoken with your helpers, Visken. I can't just tell him I'm suspicious of him and his helpers. What should I do? Yes, cleric, there are few points to go over. 6 points of interest. अरे ये तो मैंने पूछा था उसको. I've spoken with your helpers, Visken. How interesting. Have you found out here, Cleric? Clearly performing some kind of convert subversive actions here on Tolside and to stop. Oh. I don't know, but I don't like it. Whatever it is, I want in. You tell me. ये villain का मतलब he is a sort of a villain, but he has helped us. So I don't know, but I don't like it. The pale man observes your words with same coldness as always. Cleric puts down his pen. Get ready. I believe it's time to have a chat, but not now. I'm busy. Return here post midnight alone. He turns to stare at Snell. Your goblin companion shift in his fancy jacket. The cleric and I need to have a private chat. I hope that is okay with you and your lady. Takes a step back and nods. Get him back in one piece and she won't complain. Good. I'll think about it. You do that, cleric. Prepare for a fight. Easily be a trap. So maybe don't go. Would be a great opportunity. All will be revealed, I promise. Okay, okay. Was that a threat? I think so. थ्रेटन किया है क्या हमें? ओ भाई बारिश हो रही है? What the hell? Okay, okay. मुझे नहीं पता था इसमें बारिश का भी डाला है, बट नाइस आई गेस. डे 3 पे बारिश. ओके, कुछ तो अलग. इसलिए शायद ये ऐसा बैठा है. ओके ओके ओके. वो बारिश होने वाली है ना, इसके लिए उन्होंने ऐसे पहले ही रखा था. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. और ये भी तो देखना है मुझे. ये मर्डर वाला जो सीन है ना, वो इससे रिलेटेड है. आई नाउ नो दैट, बट एक बार एतिर से बात करते हैं. एतिर है क्या? से बात करते हैं ना, क्योंकि उसके साथ आज बात भी नहीं की है वैसे भी. एतिर अंदर रहेगी? वो यहाँ पे ही है वो. रुको सेव करने दो. ये तोड़ती है नहीं तो हमें. इसके साथ बात करने से ये तोड़ देती है हमें. Cleric. She is still working on detailed notes here. Halo spinning slowly around her head. What do I know about the Celestials like her? What do you think about the goblins? To know her better, it is time. Become the man you were meant to be. Speak with Angel about religion. Please. Wow. ठीक है. ये वही करती है यार. रुको, इतने फालतू ये अपने स्किल चेक्स क्यों फेल हो रहे हैं? रुको. It is time. Become the man you were meant to be. Speak with the angel about religion. Please 13. Okay. 14 plus 2. Okay. 19. This woman served Earth. Why? The woman of her caliber, a great celestial of the West. She must be bound by some oath. Earth was just that god of God, I suppose. Maybe she likes it here. Of course, an oath to serve the city even beyond his death. She's a sister to the cause. Ask her. Raise your head. The angel, many eyes, focus on you as you open your mouth. Why do you remain here serving a city of men? Stops her work. The floating papers begin to move out of the way. The angel descends over slightly. It is. She grits teeth and clenches fist. To Miasto Gzi Rosem's Kizel. City has lost its head. City of fools. Your legs shake. You stand before a goddess. Gods, the goblin help. Stand your ground. Face her. Do not lower your head. But I just remembered I got a thing. The goblin hurries down the stairs behind you. The celestial faces you. My city is not yours to insult, angel. Norvik is stronger than you think. You speak truth. The city has lost If we all so damn stupid, then why do you stay here? Her normally stone-faced expression is still there, but with swirling mass of esoteric force where her eyes are supposed to be. A telepathic voice rattles louder in mind, a crackling boom. I am not a slave to the city. You feel as though the world is vibrating around you. The angels hallow slows. But that is not an answer to your question. No, it's really not. It's not an easy question to answer. She lifts her head and many eyes follow. Why do I remain here? She asks herself, yet in your mind as well. The darkness within her skull retracts as she waves her hand. Ask if you are so adamant. Where do you come from? I was crafted from molten blood. Upon the slain corpse of Titan Velcrovitsi. Okay, Visti. Titan term of gigantic creature ये पता है क्या है, but वो Velcrovitsi क्या है वो नहीं पता. My sister spawned from the flood on the slope at the closing. The closing term for the closing of the gates event which ended the gate era occurred exactly 2027 years ago. ठीक है. I am no anti-Sepalian. My crafting was made here on the esoteric coast right as it all turned hellwards. At least 2 millennia ago then. It was force I learned. So soon after my first light, she leaps into more dated language when she recalls her birth. This is the life of a celestial. That is where I come from. The eternal battle for holy mountain. Kind of a veteran. Ha. A short bark of laugh in your mind. She thinks you are being funny. Colorful storm dances within the hole in her skull. Those before me were the ones who actually arrived on this plane. They had not even a concept of time. ठीक है. Many mortals say my presence is alien. Old celestials are alien to me. ठीक है. She does not answer for quite some time. Ominous. At sea, I moved with an Yimian explorer at the time on her ship. Airship like the Arcanist kind? Yes, it was slow and dangerous contraption. ठीक है. Airships haven't made much progress since due to the war. It was an official gold dispatch. My job was to watch the Yemians movement and report my finding while acting as an official witness. After only a year of travel, the ship went down in the ocean. They accidentally flew into a frozen pocket. I stayed near to watch the disaster as my duty to report it. She is quiet for a bit. 20 crew members died in the impact, and those 12 gathered on the wreck. Other 12, okay. They called out to me, pleading as they froze to death. I did not have authority to interfere, as was the Golden Horde's foreign affair edicts at the time. She obeyed. She followed orders. That is good. Once the voices were silent, I left the blizzard behind, moving inland. You can just fly out in the ocean. That's awful. Why would not attempt to save them? I had orders. ठीक है. ठीक है. Storm raged, but before making it out of the pocket, I was struck by lightning. Like a bolt of lightning? Yes, cleric. Her many eyes land upon her right arm, held out opposite the floating shards on her left. That is when my wing broke. I fell into the depths. So उसके पास एक ही wing है. Okay. उसके वजह से. This is when my wing broke. I fell into the depths. Even an angel cannot withstand nature's fury. That should have ended me, yet the strings aligned. A fleet of humans were traveling across the rough Ascani waters, and to the chosen people, she repeats your words, the human god saved me. Human god saved me. That is how I met him. Did not join him in the struggle with the lower creatures of Ziki Zemi, your Ascani. Yes, in time I served. Why Darrow? I am a senior member of Earthguard. The Patriarch has sent my assignment. I am following orders. I head Nicholas Darrow's defense along with a handful of rotating guards. It is not difficult appointment. Why listen to the Patriarchs? Her many eyes look away, focusing on piles of documents scattered across the tower. I have nothing else to do. You are looking for meaning. Meaning? She looks back at you. Call it what you will. I'm here now. I'm here for now. Because Earth, you have your tales. I know the stories. I wanted to know what You thought of him. The brave philosopher king with a heart of gold. You see many eyes gaze into yours. He was meek, kind, reluctant. It was his weakness and his strength. Your god was complicated man, cleric. He did terrible things, he performed great deeds. You are just a man. Is that your actual view of him? She considers your question for a few seconds. Yes. He built this city in his own image for good and ill. How long you have been here? I served him for a minuscule time, approximately 49 years. So you fought trolls with Earth? No, I joined after the initial conquest. We viewed in different lights, cleric. Remember that. View time in different. Okay, okay. But go back to Golden Order. Do you believe them to be better? No, of course not. But I am figured an angel would think they are. The horde consumes and subjugates. At times, they fractionalize, splintering into deadly warbands, usually by some divine mandate or plot, rather than similar motives to the civil wars or mortals. Okay. However, telepathic voice changes to an octave lower than before. As cog inside, I could not see the contraption. Outside, it is clear. Okay. They are a machine built for a divine incursion on one ended millennia past. She's a damn Conchi didn't expect that. You don't want to be part of their war. So Norvik is better, I see. What is that? You know, conscientious objector. You know, you object to fighting in the war. Conscientious objector. That could be what I have turned out to be. This city is not a machine. It is living, breathing one that may dance or sing or run off a cliff. There is something good about that. Freedom, baby. She prefers the Earthfolkian way of life. Okay, do all Celestials look like you? No? Too bad. Turns her head away from you. Dismissing your awkward comment, good. Probably the best you could hope for. Celestial creatures are amorphous spirits built upon the energies of the positive. We shape in time, be formed by purpose, some of us fast, some of us slow, some of by physical means, some by spiritual. Celestials are even more diverse than their opposing devilish cousins. From the unicorns to the Cortals, from mighty Empyreans to cherubs of old Dominar. A winged like snake like Celestials, messenger servant of an anti-Cepilian deity or titan, sometimes called the world serpent. They are known to work against fiends across the bands. Okay? I think you're pretty at least. Not a single one of her many rotating eyes meet your gaze. Aesthetically, subjectively was not in discussion, cleric. Please refrain from using such language. She attempts to stifle your manhood, it will not succeed. Simply reiterate your position. I have freedom of speech, freedom to express my subjectivity as much as I want. I am a man. Freedom, she considers the word carefully. You made her go all philosophical. Jeez. She's silent for a moment, then gives you another calm nod. You have not inquired about assistance. The tea shop. Oh, I forgot. You forgot about the tea shop? It's the only reason you are here. It's your job, man. Don't f up this paycheck too. Descend slightly. You can almost look at her without bending your neck all the way back. This incident is to be investigated entirely on your own accord, cleric. I will not interfere. However, my duties include keeping watch over the ruins Miasto Glebin, the city below. Are you entering the lower parts of the city? I have done my fair share of spelunking. Thank you very much. Enter the dungeon below. Yes. Good. I if I find the time if I find the time I will assist you, cleric, in the undercoast path. There has been interest in the dealing with the dangers entering the trail. It shall be dealt with once and for all. Dangers stares at you with many eyes. What kind of dangers? Like dangers, it's my middle name but in singular. It is not. Correct. She continues, enemies of the state, the type that festers, there are many, you will need to be wary. I'll meet you there. This rate you will have a full party in no time. She will be good support. You have goddess on your side. Is this on behalf of Darrow? That's kind of you. I really need the help. I'm okay, sure. Just stare at her many eyes that do not meet your gaze at all. No, it is on my behalf. The angel returns to her work. ठीक है, बट अंडर कोस्ट जाते कहाँ से हैं वो भी तो पता करना है। ये आएगी तो सही अंडर कोस्ट, बट रुको यार, सेव करने दो मुझे। असैसिन्स वापस से टारगेट करेंगे नहीं तो मुझे। और आज के लिए इतना ही कर देगा इस, कल कंटिन्यू करेंगे ये गेम। कल प्रोबेबली फोर्टनाइट होगा, तो कल तो ये गेम कंटिन्यू नहीं होगा, बट फोर्टनाइट खेलेंगे कल और श्योर। सो कांट ईट टू फुल, वाओ। कोई लोग नहीं दिख रहे मुझे। वो यहाँ पे थी राइट, वो एंजल। वो यहाँ भी एक डोर है यार। रुको रुको, पहले ये चेकआउट कर लेना। यहाँ पे मुझे वो मिली थी। ये डोर, ये नहीं है। ओके, ये बस फाउंटेन के जैसा है कुछ तो। ठीक है, यहाँ तो गया ही नहीं हूँ यार मैं, ये वाले पार्ट में शायद गया हूँ, बट नीचे जाना है यार वहाँ पे। आज के लिए तो इतना ही करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि बहुत सारा एक्सप्लोरेशन पेंडिंग है एंड आई वांट टू टेक अ ब्रीदर, बिकॉज मुझे थोड़ा फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा कि क्या क्या करना है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे क्वेस्ट है यार इसमें एंड आई डोंट वांट टू जस्ट, मतलब ऐसे ही कंप्लीट हो जाए, मतलब ऐसे ही हेड बैश करते रहो क्वेस्ट के अगेंस्ट एंड कुछ हासिल ना हो उससे। तो उससे बेटर है कि स्टॉप हियर एंड आई विल कंटिन्यू टुमारो। चलो यार, आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं। थैंक यू गाइज, थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर ज्वाइनिंग एंड थैंक यू स्वॉट, थैंक यू नंदिनी, थैंक यू धनपा, थैंक यू। और कौन था चैट में आज? थैंक यू रेयांश, थैंक यू एवरीवन हैज़ बीन हियर टुडे। मज़ा आया यार, आज बहुत सारी चीज़ें कंप्लीट हुई गेम में एंड वी आर ऑन डे 3 एक्चुअली। सो एंड वी completed क्वाइट अ बिट ऑफ द स्टोरी। मतलब बहुत सारे एलिमेंट जो थे, जो पहले मुझे पता नहीं थे कि क्या करना है, मतलब क्या होगा एक्चुअल स्टोरी में। नाउ वी आर लिटिल बिट गेटिंग टू द पॉइंट आई थिंक, कि एक्चुअल में स्टोरी में क्या होगा एंड दैट स्टफ। तो इट इज़ एन इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी फॉर श्योर, बट डे 3 पे आ गए हैं और 2 दिन बचे हैं और एक्सप्लोरेशन के लिए। मतलब फिफ्थ डे पे तो मुझे लग रहा है कि यही होगा, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, इलेक्शन ही होगा प्रॉब्ली डे 5 पे। तो उसके पहले ही मतलब आप अपने पास एक ये वर्किंग डे और एक नेक्स्ट वर्किंग डे, इतना ही बचा है टाइम टू एक्चुअली फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग। है थोड़ा मुश्किल है टू नेविगेट थ्रू एवरीथिंग इन फर्स्ट प्ले थ्रू एंड आई, मैंने किया है बहुत सारी चीज़ें ठीक ठाक एंड बहुत सारी चीज़ें मैंने मैसअप भी किया है। तो इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़। आई वुड वी वुड सी कि ये क्या एंडिंग मिलती है हमें, बिकॉज है इसमें मल्टीपल एंडिंग्स है। तो हमें क्या एंडिंग मिलती है वो मुझे देखना है, और हम किसे वोट करते हैं इसमें, इस एंड ऑफ द गेम पे, वो मुझे देखना है। तो आज के लिए इतना ही करते गाइस, थैंक यू, थैंक यू एवरीवन। आई विल सी यू टुमारो। टुमारो विल प्ले फोर्टनाइट, a little bit of fortnite would be little bit refreshing for us. So fortnite खेलेंगे यार। Yes, and thank you everyone, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your support and I will see you tomorrow I guess. Chalo guys, bye bye, see you and good night.